everybody. We are playing a game.
Let's see.
All right.
Bold move, Cotton.
All right. So
bold strategy, Cotton. See how
turn
that
zero
plays
gaming.
Hela will go
That's
right
us.
Hell, right
So
there.
tonight we've got commentary with myself, Todd, Chris, and our latest members of the team, Sooner, who has yet to be showing up on a podcast or anything, but he's here with us tonight to do a little commentary on some Guardians action.
Hanging out right there.
Yeah, it should be a good game. We got deployment going right now. So we got Asgard versus Guardians.
Okay.
Should be interesting. We got 6 wide Guardian lineup versus the big meaty 4 wide Asgard. I'm interested to see how this goes because the Guardians list isn't built for control, which is what we're used to seeing kind of from Sooner. Would you agree, Sooner?
Yeah, I mean, it's really Guardians uses how they control is they try to kill stuff. I mean, they're pretty much just a bunch of above average damage dealers. So that's how they try to control for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't really run Drax and Ronan. How do you feel about them?
Well, I do. I run Drax. I don't run Ronan, just because I'm playing a max character list basically at this point. So the only character I have that's above 4 points on my list is actually MODOK. So I mean, I think they're good. I think Guardians has very good individual characters. I just think their leadership ability is a little left to be desired.
Yeah,
you can stand right there. That'll work.
How do you feel about this matchup? You like the Asgardian chances?
I do like the Guardian chances. I mean, Asgard's really strong, so we'll see if he can survive. It's going to come down to if MODOK and Thor can kill enough stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to be able to spread him on this. Oh, he's not. No, we're playing Meteors. So I think this definitely favors
with MODOK, and then you've got
Asgard.
Like the rest of your team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Asgard's probably got a slight advantage. The other thing is Asgard, I feel like, has an advantage in some of the defensive ability out of its team tactics cards. If we look at the cards that Asgard's got, he's got aim lackeys, field dressing, patch up, disarm, and he's got Odin's blessing.
Yeah.
So he's got some good damage reduction, some healing in there. Little surprised about patch up over medpack.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also got the Asgardian affiliation bonus that can heal a damage.
Everyone's favorite.
Each activation or remove a status condition. So that's going to be pretty handy.
He may just be going for bulk healing too. I mean, he's got some hefty health characters.
That's true.
Want the patch up just to, half heal a MODOK or fully heal him from half health. He's looking for the big boost rather than the more efficient card.
Yeah.
And I do. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, neither of them took all you've got. That's a little surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the other thing, Sooner, about the cards the Guardian players got here. What do you think of these?
I don't like crew here. I mean, I guess Thor can stagger something, but outside of that, maybe a bleed here or there. You're not going to get a whole lot of conditions.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would much rather see like let's see, what's he got?
Let's do this. Good luck.
All right, man. Good luck, man.
I'd rather see like an all you've got in there to really maximize your damage potential.
I know you're also really big on
I think I'll
blind
start
what is it, blind obsession?
Mm-hmm.
Hela.
Okay.
I do like blind obsession. It's a little harder to play on Meteors.
I'm gonna start with Hela.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Asgardians too. The biggest thing I was worried about for them was positioning. If somebody gets left hanging out there, there's a potential for a big swarm of Guardians to collapse on them. But while they're playing Meteors, it's not as scary for them because they're going to be playing that center line. They're not going to be extending or doing anything crazy. They're going to be hanging out there trying to keep those objectives flipped. So I think,
the Guardians player, I mean, he really has no, other than Drax,
he should have plenty of movement.
I mean, he has no throws other than wild triggers, unless he can I am a Groot. And that's really, really big in Meteors, not having any of that, especially because they don't have high energy defense outside of Ronan.
Stop it. I want her basically
No, the other thing that these guys can do really good as far as Asgard goes is they can interact with both of these tokens off the get. So he can apply pressure there. I think that's probably part of the plan.
He's almost guaranteed to win the meteor turn 1, unless dice just go horribly wrong.
Hela's going to be interesting here too because she has the potential to really feast on days and KOs. Like she might be winging out some serious damage if he starts taking Guardians down.
Yeah. Well, now so he picked up the hammer and he got the first objective there, or the first meteor. So first activation, like it's effectively 4 points right there. So it will definitely put some pressure on Guardians to respond.
This thing, even though it's
Sooner, is there anything that you see in the Guardians initial lineup? Anything that you see that you would do differently?
Like you can't shoot under it.
I would put Ronan on MODOK's side.
That's kind of what I'm asking. Like that's how I play it.
It's the only one with a reliable push, right?
I've always played it.
Well,
as the base.
He can Kree Justice and stagger him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And MODOK actually, never mind. You're playing in Asgard, so
ruling is on it.
He'll just shake it.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're like standing,
it's a tough matchup for Guardians.
Or not, or
so a little bit about the players we got tonight. So we've got CoffeyTime, who was 4-2 in the 6 weeks of the league. He was the last player in. He was the bubble. So he was number 16. And he was playing out of the Central Division, which was both of the divisions these guys came out of, the Central and the West, were pretty stacked.
And he's done kind of
they were both in the Central. I'm sorry, they were both
really
in the Central.
He's done kind of a list rearrangement, hasn't he? I think he played almost a totally different roster, and he picked up Guardians for top 16. So
I think he was heavy on the Spiders for most of the league, and so he switched to this. And Failsafe, the other guy playing today, was 5-1, came in third overall in that division. 5-1 with a plus 31 differential. So solid showing throughout.
Asking rulings. It's not going to matter for this turn, but it's probably going to matter for.
Yeah, I mean Drax can only do one of these. He can only flip it, or so he's really got to concede either the hammer or the flip.
Yeah, it's a bummer to have to give up one of those. I think he probably go for the meteor.
I think you actually take the hammer.
Think so?
Yeah, because then you still have the body there to add to trying to flip the meteor.
That's true. I'm concerned about how easy it's going to be for the Asgard team to flip those other ones. I mean, the only character that's not going to do a good job flipping them is MODOK.
Because if they can stand on top of it,
I really like to control those meteors when I'm playing this objective.
I think you have to get at that point. I think you have to get that point because there's a good chance you're going to lose meteors.
My thought would be though that too.
I
don't think there's any way to balance the model on that bit that's hanging out either.
They're trying to figure out here how they can get close to it because it's sitting on top of a piece of terrain.
So you're saying I couldn't stand right there on it?
I just don't think, because the model has to physically be, according to the rules, the model has to physically be able to balance.
Yeah, there's no room there for the model to physically sit on top of that thing.
You can do it on this section of it.
Because we have a little bit of a size difference in the model. You can't see it very well, but there's a flat spot on top where the token's sitting, and then it kind of drops off on the side. So we have a kind of a Thomas the Tank Engine, if you watch any of the league games, a situation there where you can't quite sit on that thing perfectly, so he's going to have to stand within one on the outside of it.
Yeah, it's important if you haven't played a lot of MCP or haven't looked at this. The game plays in a 3D environment, but it has 2D effects when you're looking at measurements and range. And that's what they're going over here right now.
Can we see under that? Is there a line of sight underneath it? There is. Okay, so it's not necessarily.
Well, the way that they're playing this is whatever this base right here is considered. If you're blocked by that base, you're considered blocked for line of sight.
Gotcha. Okay.
With the exception being like a size 4 character, because this is a size 3 piece of terrain.
So went for the hammer on Drax.
I think that's the right play.
He's going to have to, the Guardians player is going to have to, because he's going to have to really maximize Deadly Duo in this, and he's going to have to do a really good job on placement so he can keep them alive to get it done.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to have priority the whole game.
Yeah, definitely.
And he really needs that to
I'm like looking at it right
honestly
now.
probably stay in this game.
I'm looking at the terrain rules and it doesn't specify, but it's entirely possible that one of their transmissions or something they specifically talked about it.
I think the players are still talking a bit about the terrain issues here.
All right. Well, either way, so that's Drax.
But
done,
Failsafe
right?
is going to be the next one up.
So let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay. All right. So while we're trying to figure that out,
See where they're
you have
going
5
here.
characters left. I will pass.
Okay.
He's going to go ahead and pass. I think they're waiting on an accuser for a rules question here on the terrain. But he's going to pass and move priority back over.
There we go. So our question is, if you're looking at the stream, is this piece right here, the underneath part?
Yeah, I think
does it
some
block
people
line of
were
sight?
playing where the actual shadow also blocks line of sight, which I would just play the base blocks line of sight.
Drax was standing
So with
right here.
MCP, let's see what they say here, and then we can go over
in a
that
weird
discussion.
Shaped terrain.
That is a
Yeah, I
super awkward
mean,
piece.
you got some. I mean, Star-Lord can come and get lucky on flipping this token.
No, I just found the transmission. It doesn't specify. So
Hopped in and hopped out. But he was muted. I hope he wasn't talking the whole time.
yeah, that would be unfortunate. That would definitely be a little bit unfortunate.
Well, let's see who I want to go with next.
Yep.
Damn. Sorry for the pause.
whether or
They're
not I
still
can
working
see
on it,
that
looking for
will
transmissions and
change.
trying to get any rules
Sure.
info they can. But
Sure. I figured
so
it
you're the Asgardian player. He's passed.
might.
He's going to wait and see what the Guardians player does. So do you think he holds Thor and MODOK back here to go last, MODOK being the last, and takes Valkyrie out here first? Or what do you think the Asgardian player is thinking?
Well, I think
Something here. I don't want to go after.
I think at this point he probably just. It's either Ronan's got to go to that middle Meteor, because Rocket and Groot can't take that, because then they don't have enough to deadly duo second turn, round 2. So I think Ronan's he's trying to force somebody to come into that middle.
And Ronan feels a little weak into Asgard because of that 3 physical defense. He feels okay against MODOK. He probably feels okay against Hela, but lining him up across from Valkyrie or Thor, it just feels like you're waiting for an ass whooping.
Well, and I think he's good against MODOK not in Asgard.
Yeah.
I think MODOK Asgard completely kind of
now since
kills what he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my first turn.
Spicy.
It's like one
gonna go
model.
with Groot.
We each have one model activate, and we're already,
The problem is if you
knee-deep
try to
in
flip it with
skins.
Groot, the thing that I don't like, I don't even know if he can get there with
You're
that
muted, so we
terrain
can't
in the
hear
way,
your
but
phone explain
the
it
thing I
to
don't
us.
like
I haven't
is
used the top
you're
down
relying
button for
on
it, not
your
just the
opponent to
base.
make the mistake of attacking him
Yeah.
round 2 to give you
Would
the
that mean you
deadly
couldn't
duo.
move through that as well?
That's how I've played it. You have to climb over it. So like you have to
Huh.
climb over it. So I would assume it blocks line of sight
Yeah.
as well.
Because
So
I
that's
don't.
why
They're
And that's
discussing the terrain
Yeah,
issues
I don't
again.
think I've played it that
yeah.
way. I've always played
That's
it.
Trying to
ideally.
decide.
The
I think they're
area
talking about the
is
shadow thing you mentioned sooner,
what's
so it
sort of
sounds like they're
touching
talking
the
about having to
ground.
climb over
Is
the
it
whole
always
thing. And
I've always played because if
doesn't
somebody was
sound like
flying
they
over here, you could
think
be
you
like,
can
"Oh,
move
I'm
underneath
flying
it.
behind it. Like you should be able to use it for line of sight. So I think the rules.
Yeah.
I thought the rules were
It's
like everything
interesting.
is a cube on here, and you play.
I mean,
everything above.
so I think the correct rule for this is line of sight is
Yeah, I
blocked by
always
the
thought
base
it
area,
was.
correct, Sooner?
My understanding.
That's how I
was
would
it
play
was
it.
like
If
when
you're
you
playing
have
it in real
clear
life, that's
terrain,
how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Play the actual blocking.
And then if you
mean-
want to
terrain
move, if
as
you want to move
the,
over it, it
like,
is a short move, especially if
base
you're a
that's sort
size
of
2 or less character, because
touching
you
the
have to
ground. But again,
effectively climb over it.
If you
Size, yeah.
continue playing, and if
I
someone
certainly
feels
wouldn't
different,
play where
somebody
that
feels
shadow,
different.
you can't
And
move
again, I'm
through
totally
that
cool
shadow
with that,
right
so.
there.
I would
I mean,
just
I
cast
have
extra
no clue what I
shadows.
want to do.
Just put my
Yeah,
hands
I
up
mean-
over it.
Oh, you can't go here.
Probably gonna
That's
give me
like a
bunch of
spaceship is
turns.
flying over you, and you're like, oh no, I got to move small because going under it.
I gotta climb over the spaceship.
Well, now, so in some games, Malifaux in particular, Malifaux has a rule built into it about being within a certain range of terrain, and it casts a shadow, which gives you cover issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is something that's
Here. I guess I'll
prevalent
wait.
in other games, but it is
So I can
not
Star-Lord
part of
stuff
this
here.
game really.
Mm-hmm.
Come up in shoot.
I do like Nebula should be able to do
No
some decent
way.
damage to
So it's well within his
Hela
movement
first turn.
range.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's not even
Hela's
going for the
not
meteor.
my favorite thing in the world, but
He's just going to try to kill.
so he'll come up. He'll throw 5.
Star Lord he moved up with.
Sure.
Just getting to that 4 range. I'm going to put a couple shots in her.
And I have 4 dice.
So here comes the Star Lord attack.
Yeah, 2 blocks.
Damn
Ow.
good one.
Nice. 5
Ow.
hits. Wow.
I'll take 2.
Block
My
two.
Star Lord
3,
never
sorry.
does that.
Damage.
My
Takes
Star Lord
3.
exists to just get pounded.
Yeah. Your Star
Honestly,
Lord.
Star Lord just kind of runs around and takes damage with me. I mean, like he does. It's weird. That's just kind of what he does.
He's just a sponge.
All
I'll
right.
tell you
That's
what.
a good
That's
early
a
shot.
really,
Okay,
really good
I'll
start
pass
because
again.
Nebula
I knew
could,
you would do
with
that.
a good roll, take
I
out
can do
Hela
it one
turn
more
1.
time, and there's very little reason for
And-
me
And
to
if
getting-
she goes down, she gets no daze tokens.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's huge to limit her potential. And it puts her
Hela's like my
in
least
such a bad
freaking
position.
concern, but with
She's almost at the point where you just got to run with her.
roll.
You
With
have
that
to.
4 health. Yeah, with that 4
she goes
health.
down to 4. She's very vulnerable.
Yeah, 4 health and no tokens to back her up. Like she's an easy target. That 4 defense value across the board is nice, but man, 4 health.
He's actually, now that I think of it, he's going to get 3 shots. Ronan's going to shoot him too. This is a good start for Guardians.
Yeah,
So it sounds like he passed. So Nebula's getting to activate.
oh my.
Kind of seems like a dead Hela.
I
Or a
think so.
dazed Hela.
I
He
mean,
needs to get lucky here not to lose Hela. Because Nebula should do 1 or 2 damage.
yeah, because she's gonna get the reroll since he has the hammer and is within 1 of a token. So
Yep.
All right.
And then
So
Ronan
Nebula
just
will
needs
go
to come in and
She
probably do 1 or
will
2. His is a
shoot
5
at you
dice,
with
I
blaster
believe.
pistol.
yeah, just a little cleanup.
Yep.
Okay.
But if he dazes
Yeah,
him here, then he
3,
can take that
4 blocks
meteor.
and 2 crits.
Oh,
Wow. I think you're gonna be able to block all
that
not-
might not be any.
Yeah.
No damage.
Oh, because I'm holding
4
this
blocks
directly.
out of it. Yep.
Okay.
So
Yep.
she gets 1 power for.
I mean, that's what he needed.
AP.
Yeah.
That is Nebula.
Still got another shot. So see if she makes it through. It'd be big if she does, because she looks dazed right now.
If she makes it through, she probably goes first next turn.
Absolutely.
I think she'll
So
make
do you
it
want
now
my top
that
down
he
from it?
needed to do a damage or 2
For
there.
Yeah, for the line of sight issue on this. Or do we wanna
yeah,
wait
for
another-
until we hear
She could technically Odin's
until
blessing
we hear
too,
otherwise.
That's true. Now
Okay.
she can. Yep.
Like I said, I've always played.
which
Just a shadow,
honestly
but-
I would
Yeah,
never want to
that's
play it this early, but
I don't
if
actually
he
I
got
feel
a
like I
big-
read it
big
somewhere,
spike,
but the
it
rule
might
book
be worth
is
it.
extensive, and
Yeah.
Well,
I
she
can-
has a hammer, right?
yeah,
so
I
she
think I can
can't play
manage
Odin's
that. That
blessing
lets
yet.
me- Oh yeah,
oh,
actually,
you're right. Yeah, the
So
hammer.
that's
Yeah,
4
it
power
benefits
because the
you, but it
hammers
also
increase the
benefits
cost
me,
of the
if that makes
tactics
any
cards
sense.
by
sure,
1.
sure.
Yep.
So
Yep.
all right, I'll go with Val.
I don't think he would have to have a huge roll.
She'll activate.
So we're getting some movement now. So we get Valkyrie lining up for her turn.
I'll move.
Valkyrie gonna
It's
go
a-
talk to Drax. Is that what's gonna happen
Yeah,
here?
they have so many questions on that piece of terrain, though.
and then
I'm
she'll
surprised
walk
he's
again.
going
She
for
should
it.
have
It must have come
more
to
than
an
enough
agreement that I
movement.
didn't hear. So
She'll go to.
I don't think he can. He
should
can't
be
pass
able to
anymore.
Just with.
Yeah, he definitely can't pass anymore.
he's just going to go try to flip the meteor.
Objective there, like that. And
So he's got to
then-
roll 2 hits
Gotta
and
flip
3
that.
dice because you get to roll your energy defense, right?
Mhm.
I think she's good. All right, and then I'll interact with the meteor.
Yep, and the skull does damage.
That's an important
3
piece that gets
dice, but I
forgotten
need
a
2
lot. But yeah,
successes.
Yeah.
anytime a skull shows up in one of those
Because,
rolls, you got to take a damage.
Your boy's hanging out.
And,
got it.
and he got
But
it.
I take
Does
damage.
take
He
damage.
does take 1.
Well worth the trade-off.
Yeah, I was going to say, small price to pay.
Oops, wrong thing.
Now he's sitting
Okay.
on 4 points.
He's actually
Another-
sitting on 5.
Does he have a
Another-
second hammer?
You're right.
He's got it. Well, oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
He will have 5 by the end of the
Now
turn.
question.
Maybe.
I should probably
He
get
should.
this stuff out of the way.
Unless he foregoes to hammer on his side. Which is- I don't
I don't know
know.
that he's making that choice.
I don't know why he would. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to argue with Chris. That's all I'm doing.
Don't like any of the options.
MODOK's eyeballing that hammer, though.
Now, Sooner, as far as you being a resident Guardians player, what do you think of the way the terrain was turned? Who do you think that favors? Because I know this is a big thing when considering like competitive games.
I would
Placement
have
of
put,
terrain.
yeah. The problem is that node that they've had all the problems with. That's problematic.
Yeah.
I would have flipped it the opposite way so I didn't have to deal with that big size 3 terrain that Groot's trying to go around right now.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to stand behind that to try to block line of sight on meteors. Like, everybody's going to get up in the middle of, MODOK could technically maybe stay back there, but then you can really limit what he does. So I would have flipped it the other way, personally.
Let's do it anyway.
So,
measuring 3 from Ronan. What's he looking for there?
I think he was probably going to lean towards Hela if he had gotten a damage or 2 in there, but he didn't. So he might be changing course.
Yeah, another thing is Rocket loves hammers, but it also, you have to do damage to get Deadly Duo off round 2. So it's kind of a hope somebody's in range to shoot.
I'm pretty sure he wants Rocket going last this round so he can get him set up and protected.
But then Groot won't be able to try to flip the meteor. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with Rocket Groot combo. Because Thor and MODOK are coming.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're coming down the middle.
I do too. He might move Thor, depending on where he moves Ronan, he might move Thor to the left.
Well, I think if he had gotten the damage into Hela there, he probably has to move Thor to that side for support, right?
Yep.
But the fact that he missed the damage there gives him the hope that maybe with going first next round, he might be able to get an early daze, get a token on her, give her a little bit of protection.
He's probably looks like he's gonna try to flip that with Ronan.
Yeah, he pulled out the 1 range tool, so it looks like he's just going for the flip.
Oof.
I think really Valkyrie flipping that really hurt him.
Don't want Ronan over here.
Oh, is he considering putting Ronan out there on that far? That seems scary to me, but I guess
I think putting Ronan out on the outside is probably better than putting him on the inside.
Probably scared of MODOK.
Yeah.
Ronan's going to come up here and try to do what Valk just did. And positioning.
He should have a better shot at this, being he has a 4 energy defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50 when you have 4, maybe a little higher because hits are higher than.
I'm going to move him to
50%.
If he can fit in.
Or no, the hits are exactly 50%.
Yeah, hits are exactly 50.
So it's 50-50.
And for me, that means 98% to the negative.
I don't know, man. Your dice were on fire last time we played.
I'm not going to count that game.
It was an anomaly.
But only for bragging rights. I only count it for bragging rights, but not for actual dice.
Oh, he did get it. Whoops.
He got it. Took a damage.
Nice.
No, he didn't. Oh,
it's pretty important there.
Did you get a power?
Also took a damage as well. These meteors are working some folk.
She spent her 1.
That's why I like. I've had conversations with people this on Discord, but I prefer people with 3 energy defense and a throw. Because I want to throw whoever's on it off and then do the meteor. You have a less likelihood of actual getting damage.
That makes sense.
And you have just as good. You have a better chance of flipping it than doing a 4. With a person actually on it.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not actually. Everybody loves Hela on it. I don't love Hela on it because she doesn't have a throw or any way to move a character.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No way. Absolutely no way. That said, I think I still want to position myself over in that direction.
Looks like maybe MODOK's coming across.
Ooh. Is MODOK going to eat a little bit of Rocket love?
He'll move. He'll pick up.
Do you feel like that's a thing?
Hammer? I'm going to just actually.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, like excitedly. He's like, you know what? Yeah, Rocket loves this one.
When I played Sploosh in the season 1 final, Rocket did like 6 damage to him.
So he's going for the hammer on Thor. He's not going on MODOK.
Yeah, didn't pick it up.
Okay.
He just stepped on it and just kept going.
And
that's interesting.
That is.
So he's going to hammer and flip the middle with.
Oh,
no,
he did pick up the
did.
hammer.
Okay.
Okay, he just did the full move first.
I was going to say I think it's way better on MODOK.
All right, MODOK, my boy.
Harder to get off of him.
So, as the Guardians player, I'm going to keep referencing him as the Guardians player. Just
That's
by
what
the
he does.
way,
That's what he's known for.
So, as our Guardians player, does Rocket like shooting MODOK in the face more than any other character? I feel like he does.
This is unpleasant.
I mean, he likes shooting Venom the best, but
Parting the symbiote, as we like to call it.
But yeah, I mean, he doesn't mind shooting MODOK because he can stay outside of all MODOK's range. He does get that three defense, so not quite as good, but
yeah,
he's gonna have a hammer.
For the Thor.
I don't know if he can stay within. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna. It's gonna be close if he can stay within one of that hammer and be within range 5 of MODOK.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tight.
But what he can do is he can always activate Groot first, and then Thor will for sure be within range 5.
Yeah, by the time that's all said and done, Thor will definitely be there. Because now if he wants to score Meteors, he has to go middle.
I think he gave up on it, right? Looks like it. So I like what he's doing. If you look, he is basically saying, I'm just going to put Drax on that one side because Drax is really good on one-on-one fights.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then I'm just going to try to put everybody over here and make it, my 5 versus your 2 or 3.
Yeah, I kind of figured you did.
And it looks like he kind of made him, made the Asgard player at least set up his board in a less efficient first turn where he had to decide to move MODOK in the opposite direction from where he planned.
He is.
Yeah, but I do think MODOK's in a just fine spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he is.
Because he's within 4 of anything to shoot, and he's pretty close to 3 to move stuff.
All right, now let's just leave this out. Groot's gonna double move.
Sure.
Measuring this wants to make sure he stays out of MODOK's
Where he's
range.
gonna double move too.
Oh, I don't think he gets to stay out of MODOK's range. I mean, he
He
may.
is gonna double move.
Yeah, that's being, if he stays out of MODOK's range with Groot, that's being pretty passive. That means he's really, really going for Deadly Duo first activation next turn.
Hell, Groot might just single move. Actually, Groot might.
I think he's going for that.
Not like
Yeah,
this.
it looks
Not
like it.
this.
I mean, he'll get Hela.
Very
Well,
good. I don't.
he won't get. He'll have to move to get twice to
Yeah,
get
Groot's
Hela,
gonna move
but
again slightly.
Will he have the power to do that if he moves Rocket, grabs the hammer?
Groot's gonna move
he has to do a damage on his
Groot's gonna move
shot.
there.
Sure thing.
Okay.
So if he just double moves,
set?
no.
So that's why he just cleared
I guess then all that's left
Groot
for me
over to try
is-
and get that spacing for the to pick up the hammer and get that range 5 on MODOK and hopefully pick up a power.
Yeah, that's what I would think so.
Come on.
Oh, and well, he might just get it off of good old Thor.
And he'll move again. He's
So,
gonna
but
stay
this
on
is-
the right.
He is so he's going to be
more than
this
enough
is going to be a
to
problem
go.
because what's going to happen
Oh, he'll
is
stand
Thor is
like
going to activate
right.
first next turn,
Yep.
and he's going to 4 Asgard, and he's
okay,
going to throw
good.
Rocket
No way.
into Groot, or
He can stand
throw
like
Groot
right.
into
Come
Rocket
on.
probably twice and kill
That'll
him.
work.
There.
Well, he's
Because
gonna
he'll-
only
He'll spend power to
he's
interact.
playing out of Asgard, so it's going to cost him 3. So he's only going to get to do the charge or the throw.
That's true.
And then it's going to be required for dice to hit
He
to get
gets
the
it,
power to
takes
generate
damage.
it. But yeah, I definitely see the play that he's trying to set up there. He's got pressure on him on
Fine.
both sides right
Come
now.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to come down to the
There we go.
dice,
And that's all my
which
characters.
is this game.
That is
You got a
it.
skull. A lot of skulls.
You've left me with Rocket.
Yep.
I feel like he doesn't want to attack Thor here. Like I wouldn't want to give Thor any extra power to mess with Groot's Rocket's ability to do anything next turn.
It's interesting because
Rocket's gonna move and pick up this last hammer.
Yep, presumed as much.
I think he's fine actually because it looks like I don't know if Thor can get the position he needs to throw Groot in and still be within 2 to throw him again.
For reasons that I don't totally
Well,
understand.
he could take the shot into Rocket and then you redirect into because you'd have to have the line from Groot into Rocket, right?
Yeah, so Rocket wants to. No, he's going to be able to do it there easily.
Yeah, he would be able to get there either way.
I was going to, yeah.
As much as I'd like to shoot someone.
If he's got 5 here, he doesn't have it.
No, it's going to be short on MODOK.
Why?
So here's the problem.
So,
he's going to have to move anyway next turn to get the big deadly duo. So that reduces deadly duo by a lot.
Yeah.
Die at the beginning of the next turn.
Because you're not getting that last activation or that last attack action.
Oh, that's just probably going to happen.
I'd maybe hold it till try to do it round 3. Just don't know if all his stuff will be alive by then.
Yeah, that's the question, right? It's really going to depend on what happens with this next Thor activation, really. And pray to the dice gods that the Raccoon can make it
easy on him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's done a good job in the fact he's giving up the meteor, but he's positioning well where next turn he can go ham on Hela.
Yeah.
And you know, MODOK can at this point MODOK can only attack Ronan, I think. So
yeah, and that is true. So like if he makes the play with Thor, he has to give up a shot with Hela, right? So and then that frees up Star-Lord and Nebula.
Mm-hmm. And MODOK will he'll probably save him the last activation, but right now, as it is, MODOK can't shoot anybody but Ronan.
That's a very good idea.
I think this is actually really smart. If he decides to move Rocket up ahead,
he should move him within 1 of Groot.
Yeah, I think you should move him 1 in front because that way, if he redirects an attack into Groot, Thor actually has to be behind him to be able to throw Groot into him.
Second guessing.
Yep, that would be the play for sure.
Oh yeah, Ronan.
And like you said, Thor can just move and attack.
Yeah.
Shouldn't Thor have 1 less power?
He should have spent 1 for the interact, right?
Oh no, he's fine. Yeah, he can 4 Asgard. No, he should be fine because he didn't pick up the hammer.
Rocket's gonna move to here.
He's fine.
Sure. It's problematic for Guardians. He's got to hope for bad Thor dice.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
And that's it.
Again, he's playing it very, very safe.
So I have 2. You've got 1. So I score 3.
I'm not sure I like that positioning though, because if he does the charge into Rocket or Groot, he's set up to make the throw into Rocket very easily.
Clean up.
I agree. Yeah, Thor should be able to
everyone powers up.
Kill Rocket without attacking him next turn.
Well, he does have brace, so he did bring brace for this. So
yeah, but Thor just has to hit it twice, or has to hit a wild throw and get 3 power, which is likely.
Ability.
Okay.
With 2 attacks.
Now the question is, who do I activate?
Okay, so I think he just healed 1 off Hela.
How could he do that? He doesn't have an activation left.
Asgard. I think they're already into the next
Yeah, we've
turn.
gone into round 2. So the score is currently 2 for CoffeyTime on Guardians and 5 on Failsafe on the Asgardians.
Asgardians.
Yeah,
too many Guardians in this game.
He's in a trouble spot right here, man. He was so passive. He's gonna be so far behind in points.
I think it really depends on what Asgard does with this first activation, how he responds.
He's measuring for MODOK. I guess he's trying to take out Ronan first.
He's looking for the throw as well.
Okay.
Although all he can throw size 2.
You can throw if that
I don't think that frames. That's not within 3.
kind of want to. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to.
And that little barrier behind Thor, maybe.
I think you take the.
Yeah,
Man, I really think that Thor's the right move first here, though.
I do too, because they'll eliminate Deadly Duo.
Don't, and that can be bad. How?
And you
bad?
potentially get at least one
Actually, I don't
token
think it's
on
that
Hela. And if she's flipping next, that might not be a bad thing to get one on her.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think you're guaranteed a Hela flipping just with just one activation. I mean, Nebula would be your best bet to do it, but
Right.
because Nebula will be able to do a shock sword assault.
Tough calls.
It's the name of the game, right?
Yeah. I think that's the play right there.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. You want to save MODOK to last.
Absolutely.
So I would certainly wait on Hela.
See, the other thing is, if he can clear up this center point with this Thor activation immediately, he's saving that objective. He already has control of it, and if he can get Groot and Rocket just discombobulated here early in the round, it means he has to commit other pieces if he wants to try and take multiple objectives for the secure.
Yeah, Star-Lord can double move and flip it, but I mean, MODOK might be able. I don't know. I doubt he might be able to do a single move there. Then just move Star-Lord off of it and flip it on counterplay.
Yeah, it just it would take Star-Lord out of the equation for dealing anything other than the objective, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think he has more than enough to kill
options.
Hela over there.
No rush. I am in the same boat, so you take the.
But by taking out Rocket, then he's gonna get the hammer also on Thor.
Actually, hold on, I need to check something. Oh wait, never mind. I don't actually need to.
And
yeah, you know what?
Thor with
I'm gonna go with
if
Thor.
he has the power.
Okay.
And Odin's blessing, I doubt he'll have 4 power though. After all that.
Move myself a medium to right about there, I think. Roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Going in with Thor.
Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Just need to check something with the measuring tool.
Yeah, he's checking. Can I get that hammer from you? That's what that check is.
There's no way for Groot to get,
He can get it
away from
easy.
me if I throw you. So good. So I'll move him to right there. Yeah, I should be able to throw you into Rocket. All right, I'll take my strike. 6 dice physical.
So did he take the charge there as well?
Yeah, he paid us.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yep.
All right, so
Yikes.
that is not the strike you want to see.
Praying on this crit die.
3 hits.
Hey man, that's Thor for you. He either strikes out or he hits a home run.
Yeah.
1.
So 2 blocks and the 3 hits.
Or you'll take 2.
No wild, so no throw.
Oh, he blocks 1. Or blocks 2. I'm sorry. So I'll take
Right
it.
now he's avoiding it.
And your
1 power, like it's not enough to do the throw.
It comes down to this next attack.
Yes, it does.
But I don't think anybody's.
He needs it to not hit for 2 and not hit a wild.
Oh, good call. I moved Ronan off to the side.
Yep, that's one of the things I was thinking about. I will.
And the
take
problem
another
is
strike
where he put his
to,
Ronan. He's out of 3 to judge everybody.
Groot.
Yep.
Going for the second strike
Here
here.
we go. I mean, this is Thor in a nutshell. It's
Four hits.
Oh, he
RNG.
missed it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he's gonna be able to do his deadly duo.
And he got the
Oh,
4
2-0.
blocks.
Okay.
Holy cow.
That's Thor.
I'm
Not ideal.
I'm not rooting for
It is what it
anybody, but
is.
I'm glad that happened because that's
Holy
gonna
cow.
keep it, I think, probably a little closer.
I'm just gonna take a minute.
That's
and
huge. Like that's
whatever gods that
massive.
Rocket and Groot are praying to, because
I don't think is he within. Did he pre-measure range 5 though to MODOK and Hela?
That's what I figured you were gonna do.
He
assumed this
had
was
the
gonna
measuring
be
tool out in his previous
Yeah,
position.
much worse.
I'm not sure if he
I
measured from where
needed to
Rocket currently
do-
is, though.
Yeah, if I was able to do a
He was
total
really
of 3
close with the
damage
range
and
5
get
tool, so he may
1
have just
throw,
judged it. But
I'm not guaranteed
Because that's
to be able to
huge
daze,
if he's not.
yeah,
Groot, but I can come pretty close and almost for sure get Rocket.
so Thor is a trash character
Off the
because he just
board, I
got
think.
totally stopped by a tree.
I mean, that's why he's tier 2, right?
Right.
It's not the end of the. I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, it's not great, but
But I mean, it's like
yeah.
Sooner was saying, it's
Definitely not the end of
absolute.
the world.
That's absolutely what Thor is. He's like the best RNG character in the game.
Mhm.
When he rolls hot, he's like above and beyond everybody. When he rolls
He cut
off,
him out.
he's just off.
So
Rocket's out of range
unfortunately,
of MODOK.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's not the
Well,
worst thing in the
I was
world
thinking
because
about
then you're
pushing
just
MODOK
powering
away,
up
then I
MODOK.
remembered he has his
Yeah.
file.
So it's
Mumbo
not the
jumbo,
worst thing in
so
the
he's not
world,
going
but
anywhere ever.
I think it's bigger that he's out of range of Hela.
no, he is in range.
He's within range of Hela.
He is in range of Hela.
Yeah.
So he's got attacks on Hela and Thor here.
So-
I mean, Deadly Duo doesn't feel that good right here, though.
I think you take it.
Do you really?
can-
Like,
Yeah,
make
you
the
daze.
move.
You daze Hela.
Yeah, make the move, take a shot, Deadly Duo, get 3 shots, one into everybody. I mean,
Oh
yeah.
no! I would stand there and do it. I wouldn't.
So not even move. So not even take the move first to get the extra shot into MODOK.
No, I would just try to kill Hela and then
6
put whatever
dice.
damage I can into Thor.
Because
Because I don't want to power MODOK up at this
I
point.
got you.
Yeah.
One shot's gonna do what?
Jeez.
2 damage
Yeah,
at
Rocket
most to
will
MODOK.
damage.
So 3 blocks on.
Yeah, I got 4 blocks.
I didn't even see who
Not
he
go
attacked. I
as
think
I
he's going after
wanted.
Hela.
But
I
Or is
would
he
have
going for
abs-
Thor.
I would have absolutely flipped a card here. I would have flipped Crew of the Milano though, to give me rerolls.
it's a defensive game, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna need those rerolls pretty bad.
yeah. Crew of
So,
Milano is definitely
again.
the pitch for
Yep.
rerolls.
A little better.
It's a better one. But see, look at this attack with 2 rerolls might hit
Oh.
Come
for
on, defensive
Mhm.
guy.
Nothing.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
You're critting. There's my 3.
Yeah, I got
there's
3
blocks.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh.
Wastes
This is
our
my
time.
experience with
Rocket's done.
Rocket. On Rocket's
Apparently,
deadly
they
duo turns, he does
exchanged,
nothing,
like,
and on non-deadly duo
Mjolnir
turns,
and
he kills the
laser
world.
guns for
Yeah.
pillows.
Yeah. It's ugly.
My experience with Rocket
I'm
is
due for terrible
he
dice.
deals
Like
4 damage to me, puts me at
I've
1.
rolled some obscene
I go to
dice
hit
get
him
here, so
with
I'm
like
probably due for
15
a
attacks, and he dodges
Dice gods
everything,
come
and then
around.
booby
I
traps
diced the hell
somebody
out of
and
my
kills
run for the
them,
opponent.
and then
So
deadly
bad.
duos.
I like
He's
Cor-
he's
I
harder
dropped
to
off
kill
Corvus
than
and
people
Proxima.
give him
He
credit
absolutely
for.
dropped off
is.
Corvus, dazed, Red Skull, and MODOK.
That's a brutal series of turns right there. Nothing from
And
Thor.
this wasn't with
Nothing
like
from Rocket.
Yeah.
all you've got or anything.
I mean,
like
he
that.
could
It's
arguably
just
be
his
in a better
activation,
position
so-
for Deadly Duo next turn, but
Can't
I
say
don't
anything
think he-
about that dice.
I think he's debating on playing it, or I'm not
Alright,
sure.
So Rocket's
I don't
done.
I don't know.
Rocket's done. He's
how much does it cost for that?
You
Does
know
he have the
what?
power for it?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
hold on.
2.
Well, isn't it 3 if he has a hammer?
It would be, but he
Yeah.
hasn't powered up at all, right?
No,
Oh, no,
he
he-
hasn't hit any damage, so he's just sitting on the one he got from the start of the turn.
Oh, he can't play it.
Yeah, so he needed damage to go off there.
Yep. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Hmm.
I say that he's not in trouble. Thor whiffing was huge.
Yeah, that was pretty massive. So,
He's
so
got
he
to find a
dodged.
way. He's got to find a way to get the meteors on his side this turn, though.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ronan. I
So,
always
do you
get
think
Ronan
using
mixed up.
Rocket right there was the right call, or do you think he probably should have gone with Ronan first? Because at worst, he's gonna have, if he attacks with MODOK, like you feel like he's gonna hold MODOK to last anyway. I feel like he might have rushed the Rocket play there, and might have been able to get a little bit better
You know what? I'm
positioning
gonna
on some
pass.
people.
Yeah, Rocket
Yeah.
wasn't in any immediate danger because MODOK wasn't going to move up on him, and Hela definitely wasn't going to move up on
Yeah,
him.
I think Hela moves into the firing squad there if she does that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he was counting on
I
dazing
normally
Hela,
prefer, for
which
my
I would have
big
thought he
pass
would have been able
wait
to do.
until much later in the round, but I think in this case it's right.
But she's tough, man. She got good
Well,
defenses. And she's got Odin's Blessing online right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Odin's Blessing. Stupid card.
It's a nice pocket card to have.
And I mean, banned and restricted list made that card a lot better.
Oh yeah. It was an auto include in a.
Well, yeah, it was an auto include
Asgard
pretty
list
much in
anyway,
Asgard
but-
anyway, but now it feels like there's not even a hard choice for it.
All right, let's do some things.
Now you
Okay,
get to take
I
2
will,
heal cards and that for an attack or a big throw. So
Mhm.
like it's really
I'll activate
impactful.
Nebula.
Sure.
She's going to
I
probably
believe
use
Failsafe
her
passed, so we're
big
getting Nebula's activation here.
What's her face? Going on to Hela.
Nebula is gonna.
Use
I'm
a
kind of
Go-
surprised he
sword
passed there
assault.
rather than do something with
It's
Hela.
going to cost her
but-
3. She gets to roll 6 against Hela's.
I'm not sure he's in a good position to pass or go really, unless his plan was to get Hela the hell out of there.
I got 2 blocks.
Yeah, I mean that's Guardians. That's their advantage, right? Is
Yeah.
Well, good news is
You
Nebula
know,
didn't have any
he's got to make
spells.
tough
She's gonna
decisions on
Oh goodness.
when to
Well,
go.
This could be it. I guess it's Odin's Blessing
All right,
coming up.
this could be Odin's Blessing right here.
She hits for 6.
I
Pretty
will
tip-
Odin's Blessing.
So it's enough
Yep,
to do.
yep.
Here comes the Odin's Blessing.
This commercial break brought to you by Odin's Blessing.
Yeah.
One of you.
But that's
That's
good, man. That's good
It's
that he
out.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and that is usually used for Thor. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yep, get it out of there.
Blessing cost.
Gets to reposition.
3,
Gets
but
to
it
make the
costs
same
me
attack
1 more for
again.
holding
So
hammer.
I
And
don't know if he has the power for that one again.
So she's
He
within
does not.
1.
But he's now within 2 of MODOK.
How can she do 3 damage to you? Doubt it.
Yeah,
She's
they
probably
need to
just
make
going
sure she
to
pays 4.
strike you.
Oh
For
no,
which
she
one?
took a damage. She gets a damage from the
Somebody's pinging something.
attack.
Did we
so
miss
that's
something there?
correct.
I was moving to
Okay.
one of her.
She still takes 1
I
damage,
don't know, I
so she'll
paid
get a
4
power
for
from that 1
the-
damage.
Paid the appropriate amount for Odin's Blessing, unless there's something.
Oh, you're stunned. You're stunned on my wilds. That's what I'm missing. Stun.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
I should have looked at that.
And you guys rated Nebula like tier.
okay, there was some
I didn't-
sabotage
I
involved
didn't-
there. We had another party
Odin's
come in at the
Blessing
end
threw
of the
off
rating.
My chain
Threw a
of,
big 4 on her. I think it
thought.
was.
That was Minion,
Yeah,
right?
So I will
Yeah.
strike
Yeah,
out
Tier
that was
3 or
Minion.
Tier 4.
5 dice, isn't it?
I haven't played
that?
Guardians
Her strike? I thought it
I've
was.
played
except in the
Nebula.
Vibranium
Wish.
Oh, no,
heist,
it's
so
four.
I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
Let me throw
even
5.
really
I'll
used
throw 5.
Nebula.
No, I just.
But
Alright,
you've
dude,
shown me the
I
way.
How to read.
He needs a big one. He got it.
I got 1.
Oh
block.
my.
He got it. Because when you get crits with her,
Well,
it's like a
she
gold
did.
mine.
She did
Yeah.
it all. She did it all.
She
Another
dead.
6
strike, so how
hits.
much damage is that? 3?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
dead.
She'll take
No,
3.
5 hits. Sorry, I
Oh.
can't math right now.
3.
Night night.
I gotta quit drinking while I do these.
And
No way,
she's-
man.
And he should have got 3 power
She is
from
still
that.
stunned, so
Yeah.
she'll only take
Or she
1.
shot.
Or
She'll
only gain 1 power from that.
See, that's
Oh,
what
you're right,
Nebula
you're
does,
right.
man. She
Yeah.
just
And,
punches so
um,
far above her weight class.
Yeah, so she is shot.
People don't
instead
realize
of-
it, man. I can tell you, playing her
And,
so much.
yes,
I mean,
and
she does the damage of a
Yeah, so
4
she
threat
gains 1
model.
power.
Yeah,
and
she-
gains-
Easily.
she's
Yeah,
shot.
she gets disrespected more than she should.
That stun was big
And she
too
drops
because
her
it reduced her to
Oh, she
taking
does drop
getting
her.
1 power from that instead of
Whoops,
4.
shoot. Sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, you're all right. I remember where he was.
Okay, good.
And
I had a tiny fear that
I don't know what he's
Thor
doing
might
with
come after
Ronan, but he gets
and
to
try
put a
throw
hammer
him at
somewhere.
somebody, so I
So
put him
here, where is it?
completely out of
Where'd it
position.
go? There's the hammer. There you go.
Then 2.
So the next play I like is he will probably pass,
Yeah.
and I would double move Star-Lord to the middle and flip it immediately
2 hammers.
because that forces MODOK to have to move,
Yep.
and I don't even know if he's in range, but he can move, get Star-Lord off.
Well, he can't even get Star-Lord off right now. He has
Yeah.
1 power on
He's got
MODOK,
a-
so he'd have to move and attack.
and get the power.
Yeah, and he's going to need at least 2 power
good.
Okay.
off of
That
that
is
to be able to
Nebula.
move him off and then try to attempt to get it.
Alright.
The other
Nebula
thing
always
that he needs to
interests
do
me.
this turn
always
is
do.
make sure
I
Groot
mean,
roots MODOK.
usually
or Thor, or both
Agreed.
of them if he can,
Yeah, agreed.
because they both hate Groot.
How do I want to do this? How in the world am I going to make this happen?
And Groot's not doing anything anyway because he's staggered.
This game is such a mess. Like, and never in my dream would I be like, okay, I want to target Hela first of your 4 people. Leave Hela alone the whole game.
Yeah. All right. So I'll activate MODOK now.
He's going with
will
MODOK. He's
psionic
not taking the
blast,
pass. Interesting.
Nebula.
This is interesting.
7 dice.
And he's going straight into Nebula with that hammer.
See, that's what Nebula does, man. She
Yeah,
punches
she push
above
you
her
on tilt.
class, and then you're like, you know what? She's got to go.
Yeah.
7 dice mystic.
I think this is
That's
good
pretty
for the Guardians
Probably
player.
gonna do it.
Yeah, I
She
agree.
does get 1 reroll. But
Like, I
think
feel like
it's,
that attack should be going into
5.
Ronan to keep him getting that hammer.
5. Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
she only has 4. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I
She did get
also
smacked.
sacked
She
3
got
of your
swatted
power.
right there.
So I gained 7 power.
Nom nom
Because
nom
why
nom
not?
nom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sap
it doesn't even matter.
takes
And he
it
sapped
all, huh?
all 3 of her power.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does.
MODOK
Gained
is
7
just
off that. So now he has the power to go.
About as good as it can get for an attack.
Do whatever he
MODOK
wants to do.
needs a nerf so bad.
Oh, I will.
Stealing
Yeah,
your
remember, I'm
power
not
on
judging
top of
Yep.
much as I
hitting you
want
for a
to.
ton of damage is a big swing.
Oh, I'm
It
sure
is
you want to judge me.
absolutely the
all right.
best generator in the game. Like, there
Hands
is
down.
no better
MODOK will
generator.
Then,
MODOK sits between 6 to
with his
7
second
or
action,
6
he'll
to
take a
10
move.
power pretty much the entire time.
we'll go to right there, which I think is exactly where he wants to be. Let me check.
Moved
and
within
see
3
if
of
I'm within
Star-Lord.
1 of this thing.
Oh yeah.
Which I should be. Oh,
Oh, Ronan's going to take a walk. Star-Lord's going to take a walk. He's going to
Oh,
interact
yeah,
with the
no problem.
token.
All right, cool. So I'm then gonna start.
Damn
doing
that
some stuff.
model.
I'm gonna bow Ronan.
Yep.
Move him walk him a small.
Ronan does have a built-in throw.
Yeah, he does.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll walk.
Oh,
So-
never mind. It's a.
And can he throw size
It's not
4
a
is the
push,
question.
It's not a push. I can.
I
can move
think
him,
he can.
Yep. He can.
Cross that
Overage,
barricade.
right.
I will bow Ronan. I'm also
Size
within
4 or
3,
less on
so I will
strike.
bow Star-Lord.
This is where
Oh,
MODOK
character
gets
you
impressive.
said it as many times.
Yeah.
One good hit, and then he just reorganizes your board
it's
state.
real
Mhm.
strong.
Yeah. Clearing us all out of here.
That's the idea.
Yep, daze the model and move 2 out of position.
Joink you over there,
Big-
and then
Big
the
swing
last
off
thing
of
I'm gonna
one character.
do is interact with the
Even a
objective.
5-cost character. That's a lot of stuff he's doing with him.
I have 3 energy defense. I get it.
Ta-da!
So that is
MODOK.
9. Okay, and
Yeah, but
much
he
as I
got the
wish I could
MODOK
get to that,
activation out of the
hammer, I
way.
can't.
So,
that'll be MODOK.
Yeah, he still has a chance to
All
respond to this, steal that location back.
and he's
and
going.
the
and
middle is
bit-
now open.
And he's going to. Don't forget, he's going to be able to activate Drax very last
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanna give
over
up
here.
anymore.
So he's going to be able to. Now, I don't think he has line of sight, but he's going to be able to probably flip this meteor.
Yeah, he could definitely jump up on top, stand on top of this, throw her away, and interact, right? Does he have the
He
that
doesn't
would
have the
require
power.
4? Yeah, that's 4 power.
He's gonna. He'll stand on top. He'll hit her, and he has to do damage to her.
Right.
But it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do with Valkyrie.
Damn you, MODOK.
Yeah,
She-
it doesn't feel great having her out on an island over there while the rest of the team is.
Especially against Drax. I think Drax actually wins this matchup a lot of the time.
So what's the so for people who haven't played him a lot, why would you say that?
Question is who?
Because they both have a throw. Drax has. They're both very high damage dealing. Drax is probably caps out at higher damage dealing than Valkyrie. If Valkyrie goes in and leaves Drax on like 4 or 5 damage, he can Titan Killer with a Vengeance token. That is an 11 dice attack.
It's pretty good.
And then obviously he can throw something into her And then
Here,
after
I'm
that,
going
he
into
can take
Drax,
another
or going into Valkyrie.
5 dice attack,
I'm
and if
not
she has
gonna do
bleed,
that.
he
I'm
re-rolls
just gonna
2
do all
dice. So
jacked up.
people sleep on his
Do more
damage
things to me.
ability.
There's a
It's
And he
not very
wants
well
to-
represented, but
He wants to activate last. That's the thing. He's got to activate last. So that's why I think he's okay in a Guardians list.
Tips for Drax, man. Like,
hey, I'll take it.
Like, I'm gonna have to look at him again.
We're getting learned today.
I'm getting taughted.
Yeah, just don't forget the vengeance token, because it's a feel bad when you go to do it and you're like, yeah, I'll spend vengeance. You're like, oh, I forgot to put the token on him.
My bad. If there's something to forget, I'll try to.
Star-Lord out of everybody's range too.
His other thing is his throw costs 3, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah,
that was the idea.
That was the idea.
to make him stop being annoying, please.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody can get to that middle objective. So he's pretty close to securing Meteors for the second turn in a row.
Good for me.
pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Ronan just needs power.
Well, yeah. I guess it's going to come down to having to take that one back from MODOK.
And then Drax being able to flip the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, couldn't Drax technically just leave and go to the middle one and take that and be like, there you go, you can have it?
Probably. If he can get around that size 3 terrain.
The terrain's annoying me, and I'm not even playing on it.
That terrain's horrible for Drax. I mean, well, Valkyrie, not so much, because she can charge around it or charge over it. But it's awful for Drax. He needed him on the top if he could have put him there, but I don't think he had the distance.
He did not. He was short.
Yeah, so
let's see here.
Well,
don't line up like he wants to attack with Star-Lord, but he doesn't have the range.
I think he's waiting to see if that range 4 will grow.
you weren't in the previous 7 times. I don't think you're going to be in that 8th time.
Positioning that where I positioned it.
So the question is round 3, does he go with MODOK to try to just get rid of Nebula, or does he do the Thor play? Because you're going to have Deadly Duo online.
Yeah, I think you have to take the Thor play, because like if you let Rocket go off there, that's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
But then Nebula kills Hela.
I think that's probably
Hela's still within one of the Meteor.
Well, she's not there for this turn. So if he can get there with, I mean, obviously he can get there with Ronan, right? So he can get there, and he's going to be rolling 4 dice to pick that away from 2, because he's getting the +1 from MODOK, not Hela, since she's dazed.
No, I'm saying round 3, Nebula can KO Hela if he
absolutely
first with her.
Absolutely.
Because she is not going to have any soul tokens.
All right, Ronan's going to activate.
And at best, Thor will kill at best 2 characters.
Yeah.
Then here again. No, he's not. He's going to get back to where he was.
Back just a little bit. Pick up a little hammer, because everybody likes a hammer. Everybody's a tier up with a hammer.
Yeah.
All right. The Guardians player needs to. Oh, he can't hit the throw. It's freaking MODOK.
On MODOK to, in turn, generate some power.
Sure.
So he's just got to hope for damage.
Gets to throw 6 dice at MODOK.
Yeah, both of his movement options on attacks are wilds before damage is dealt, so they don't.
So he's still going for the strike.
Yeah, you got to.
So you blank out that, so Ronan gets 2 hits.
Doing 1.
Blocked 1, so I'll take 1.
Yep, Ronan gains 1.
That'll teach MODOK for coming around there.
Take 1, MODOK.
Ronan's going to spend his 1 to try to flip that stupid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hate this. Hate it. Yeah, so
An
Ronan's
interesting
one, he's gonna
play
roll
would
some
be.
more.
Oh, he can't play it. He's got a hammer.
And
Hammers change the game. It's a lot to, especially
doesn't
with some of
even-
these key tactics cards you want to play.
Yeah, it does.
got it, but takes 1 damage. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Yes, he does get it. He needed 2 hits. Sorry.
Mhm.
So
He
does
got
Flips
it.
2 hits,
but
so he got it, but he takes 1.
damage.
Yep. So this is interesting. He got the first step with what he needed to get this game back on its.
I think
because
the
if
I
he
think
goes
Ronan's moved, Ronan's
down-
out, Ronan's out of
if he
range.
goes down 9 or 10 to like
He's
4,
got
I mean that I don't know if he can come
3
back
left.
for that.
I'll pass again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty well out of reach.
Skin.
I think the play here is to move Star-Lord up and towards the middle, but not to it, right? Because he's not going to make it anyway. So take 1 shot,
Groot.
move up, take 1 shot, make him commit with Valkyrie, and then move Drax to the middle and try and just steal the objective for the turn.
Yeah, and Thor's on 1 power. I mean, I would look hard about just double moving Star-Lord towards the middle.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, he'll have 3 power. The problem is Thor's in the position he wants to be in right now. So,
It's funny how those 2 early attacks that did nothing have changed the board in such a dramatic way that the Asgardian player has a lot of hard decisions to make next turn.
well, both Asgardian and Guardians, because the Guardians' rocket attack missed as hard as Thor's attack.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there was some big misses there.
yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if he goes Thor or Hela first next turn. Because if he goes Thor first, there's a good chance, or there's a definite chance that
He just
Hela.
loses
Come on,
Hela.
Groot.
Hela doesn't
Sure.
survive.
Shake the stagger.
Sure.
This position's pretty big too, because I think he needs to flip their positions.
Yeah, well, Drax has to win. I mean, Drax has to flip that.
Groot's
Meteor.
not happy.
Oh no, I'm talking Rocket and Groot. I feel like Groot has to be on the other side of Rocket.
Yeah, but you can't have Groot that far out, I think. So what he needs to do is move him. I would keep him within 1, but I would make
Absolutely.
it where Thor has to move to get his 4 Asgard off, and then I would root either Thor or MODOK. Probably Thor at this. Yeah, one of the 2.
Oh, a root on Thor right here would be huge.
Yeah,
He wouldn't even
turn
be
off
able
the
to charge
charge.
next turn.
Yep. So I think that's the play.
I think I'm just out.
So yeah, you don't care if
Oh,
you keep Groot within 1, so you don't care if Thor's
It was
within
close.
2 of Rocket.
Yeah, it looks like just out. Yeah.
Because you're just gonna bodyguard it.
I don't think Groot can get away from you and still be close to Rocket's the problem. Not stay within 1 of Rocket.
And then the big thing is he can't do the throw, because if he has the throw online right at the start, he just throws Groot into Rocket, and then he can do his strikes. So he's got to root him here.
Maybe Thor will just have another awesome turn like he had last time. I will swing on Thor.
Sure.
Probably gonna
4
regret
dice,
it.
5 dice.
He's throwing 5 at you.
5 physical.
So he's making an attack on Thor with Groot here.
I guess
Decided not
he's
to move him.
trying to kill him.
Hit you for 1.
Did 1?
Damage.
1 damage
1
through.
gain of power.
Oh, we have Jarvis muted.
Which doesn't help at all with next turn because that root,
No.
as we were talking about, would have blocked that charge.
Well,
but
he'll still root him's not an action, so he can still
Groot's
root
gonna
him.
spend 2.
But I think it would have been, you would have taken the wild throw from Thor. It would have been much harder to do.
Mhm.
Asgard. Yes,
Now
he's gonna
Thor just has
spend
to
2.
hit
He'll
1 wild
root.
throw.
He'll root Thor.
Mm-hmm.
So he rooted him.
That's Groot.
and I think he's got to go with Thor
Alright,
first.
so
I mean,
you've got
there's nothing he
Star-Lord
can
and Drax
do
left?
with Hela to
Alright.
really save her at
Okay.
this point. I mean, he would be giving up a deadly duo by
I'll pass him
activating with Hela first to double attack Nebula, maybe to try to get 2 soul tokens and try to daze her for a third or kill her for a third. Like that seems like too much of a gamble rather than just go with Thor and try to shut off the deadly duo this turn.
Yeah, I agree. I would go Thor first. I mean, even if you lose Hela at this point, you're up so much in points.
He just has to do too much to try to save Hela. It just doesn't make sense to me to bother.
Well, I think if he can hold the Meteors this turn, I think he just lets Hela go. Right?
Yep, I agree. I mean, she only has 4 power, so it's not like she's like loaded up with power to do a bunch of cool stuff.
No, she would just get to take her Mystic attack twice in a Nebula, which could net, if she doesn't one-shot her, would get her the 3 soul tokens, but that doesn't seem worth letting Rocket get Deadly Duo off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, actually, if I think about it, like, if you go with her first, and then he gets like if he gets Deadly Duo off, if you got the soul token, like you're probably okay with that, right?
I mean, maybe the thing that would have to happen is he would have to daze or kill Nebula.
Yeah, I think the points coming out of this round are super definitive as to what matters going next.
Sure.
The thing is if he's probably going to attack Thor right here. The thing is if you go with Hela first, then Thor probably dies.
Yeah.
And he does not have Odin's Blessing or anybody within 2 to field dressing him. So that would be a good trade-off for the Guardians player, in my opinion.
Wow.
Sure.
Star-Lord.
All right.
That's it. Let's get it on over here on the far side.
Okay.
So he put that attack. Where did that attack go?
Go with Valkyrie.
Okay.
Nope. Now we're going to Valkyrie.
I'm within 2 of you. I can't see you, right? Because of the.
Did he not attack?
But you're within 2.
I guess it was blocked.
Because I'm gonna.
So he's within 2, but he's not within line of sight due to the base, correct?
I will.
Correct.
You're size 2, right?
I'm size 2.
Okay, I'm gonna Asgardian might you.
But
you
need line of sight for throws, right?
Okay.
Yes, I would assume so.
You might.
I guess not, because he's throwing him.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I would like to do something before that.
Okay.
All right.
I'd like to spend 1 on Thor to clear the root.
Okay.
With the affiliation ability. Now I'm gonna spend my 2.
So he's using Thor's affiliation power to clear root.
We'll just
Yep. I mean, that's what it's there for.
tuck you on back that way. Okay.
Oh yeah. See, a lot of Guardian tricksters don't work against Asgard.
Probably should have and all.
And then she'll just reposition.
And then through Drax from the other side of a piece of terrain.
That's Valkyrie. She's done.
I don't know about that.
I mean, she could probably get the corner on him, and that's probably why the throw is legit, since it's a small round base.
Move back up to this thing. And
but this just feels bad.
Yeah.
But
he's just got to Yahtzee it, man.
Yeah.
Two out of 3.
No line of
feels
sight.
So bad.
You had line of sight to throw. Makes perfect
Yeah. It's a little weird, but okay. I mean, worst case, I could literally just walk up to the objective and walk up, climb up.
I mean, if she can throw him, then
necessary, but
he could throw too.
He doesn't have the power.
He didn't have the power. His is 3, hers is 2.
He needs the attack, and he's not going to be able to get the attack because he can't climb up on this thing.
I have to look at the stream to reference her power.
It's absolutely awful terrain piece for
just not possible.
Drax. He needs to throw it. So Drax has a size 3 throw, but he just can't get the power. The power.
Yeah, you're right. So I can't get in that little nook.
So we're gonna go back. We're just gonna try and see if we can grab it from you and
try to turn that thing. I think I have to. I think that's what I've left myself with.
That's a feels bad gamble, right there.
Yay, dice. Let's do it.
Moves.
The problem is he has no power generator the rest of this game. So when I said Drax wins 1-on-1 earlier against Valkyrie, that's without this big piece of terrain sitting right in front of him.
And that's with a fight and not a standoff.
Yeah, this is advantage Valkyrie unless he can somehow get
100%.
around and get an attack because he needs line of sight.
Changed what I was sitting here waiting on the whole time. I think that's the only move I have.
But
and I
he's
have
got to
spend
try to flip
3
it.
just
There's
to
no way
get-
he can go down.
So I guess he probably
I don't know,
moves,
try to move
takes the
over to
attack,
middle and
right?
then
Because he
maybe
can
get
see her from the other side. She's
until we
just,
get that far.
well, she technically.
No, I don't think he can. I don't think he can get in a position to see her and flip the meteor.
Oh,
I think all he can do is to flip the meteor. He has to go back to that same spot that is not
Well,
blocks line of
I
sight.
think I move up next to it, and then I'll probably use my second move to move on top.
Not
of
good.
It.
Mm-hmm.
So move on top,
flip it,
and then Valkyrie throws him off next turn.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be stuck in this perpetual cycle.
So let's just get.
I'm saying I don't think he could get to the middle objective this turn, but next turn maybe.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, especially after that throw.
Mm-hmm.
Going for the 2.
You got it.
Got it.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
That's huge.
Really, really
Yeah.
big.
Huge.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
Huge.
dude, that throw.
I'm gonna need to ask.
I'm
I'm gonna need to ask Coffee if I can borrow his dice.
It happens. Oh yeah, that's a big deal. Definitely.
Wait, somehow he got.
Right. And that, I believe, is Drax.
Oh, he just double moved up there. Good call.
Yeah, he moved
Yep.
and then climbed up. Yep.
Good call. Okay, that was the
That's
play he
horrible.
needed right there. Yep.
Wow, that's a huge shift.
Yep, it is. Because now Valkyrie can't just throw him away.
Yeah, now there's got to be.
Now
Now it's gonna
he
have to be
can
a
walk
fight.
up. Yeah, because now he can walk back up on the piece of terrain.
I think I know what my plan is. Should be within 3. You within 3.
So that was big for the Guardians.
Yes. Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Took a
Oh,
big lead
everyone
there
should
because he
power up.
switched the
That's
hammers
important.
too.
All right, so here we go into round 3. Coffee's actually pulled ahead now, so it's 8-6 for Coffee.
Well, I guess.
And this is a big activation here.
Yeah,
This-
if he was here, I think he's in trouble.
No, I don't have enough to do that. Damn.
That swung the game right there.
Yeah. I'm still kind of iffy on that Groot rocket position. I think if he flipped the sides on those with Groot's activation, it would have been a lot better, but
I
that's
agree.
just me.
No, I agree.
Just one shot him off the table.
So Coffee scored 6 that round.
Yeah, because he's got 3 hammers now.
Yeah.
Picked up that hammer that Hela was holding in round 1.
My question is, what? So Thor was at.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Thor.
Yep.
He'll start. He will.
Wasn't
strike,
Thor at
just
1
a
power
regular
when
strike
he
Groot.
got rid of Root?
All right.
He
Hold on,
also
sorry, I need to check
I thought he
something
shot with Star-Lord.
quickly.
Oh, he did a damage to
okay.
him.
Yeah.
That was a
I'm gonna strike Groot.
I was gonna say because I don't think
And
he
I
would have
whiff
had enough to
completely.
just straight throw right off.
Oh
the
my
bat.
God! Look at that
Is a
Thor
scary
roll.
treat.
That's my
Man.
Thor. Somebody stole my
I will
Thor.
Strike him again.
Oh,
3
brother.
hits.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is absolutely my
Another
Thor.
whiff. That's
I whiffed,
crazy.
on the other hand.
I mean, he did
Like,
3 damage,
you did
but
3 to Groot.
Take 3.
So he gets the throw
3
there.
power.
he did not get the throw there.
He does
He
with that
doesn't-
3 power.
Oh yeah, but that's fine. He's got brace.
Yeah.
Really, really sucks. That really, really, really sucks.
As the Guardians player laughs manically.
I've had 4 attacks.
The question is who do you activate
know.
next?
That's
Because
that's
literally
you could
like
go with
one
Nebula
wild.
or
I know.
Ronan
Like,
and
radically
try to get rid of.
changed how this game is
Hela.
gonna go.
But
So,
you'll
yeah,
probably lose
These
Rocket
things that should not
I
be
don't
happening.
know if
No,
you
you
lose
won't.
Rocket.
If I roll 1 wild,
'Cause
I
of Groot.
think I'm in.
Yeah,
trouble.
I don't think you lose
Oh,
Rocket. I think Rocket is now like
Like
the oh shit
Oh,
button
that's so
you press
bad.
when needed.
that.
No,
And I
you
don't-
would.
cost
You
me the
would
game.
because he
I
has
wouldn't go
2
that far.
sonic
I can-
blasts
I've
and
got
then a
plenty of time
throwing
to
of a
screw this up.
barricade.
Yeah, fair. It's just this is about to get
You would lose
really, really
Rocket
bad
if
for me.
MODOK went.
You think? I mean, I think with
But-
Groot there, he's going to take at least 2. He's going to probably take 2 hits.
Well, he's got 3 left. Yeah, I mean, I would hold off on Rocket here. I would take
Well,
the gamble.
guess at
I would
least
go
feel
with
free to use
either.
it.
I'd probably
I'll
go with Nebula and
strongest
try to kill
Avenger.
Hela.
I'd agree with that.
Well, hold on one second. to see something.
Is he going to try and throw him away?
Yeah, that would be a pretty good play.
So that's going to change everything, right?
Yep. No.
No, I don't have a clean line there. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna Strongest
He does have.
Avenger.
Oh, he does have
and throw
field dressing. You can always field dress
I'll
thing
spend
right
3
there.
to Strongest Avenger.
Doesn't feel great. But
And
I mean,
I'll
although it'll take
throw
Deadly Duo
Groot
offline,
into
are you really
Rocket.
mad they used a MODOK activation to kill a 2-point model?
We'll throw him this way, I guess.
That seems pretty good if I'm a
Sure,
Guardians
you
player.
expect this, but I will probably brace for impact.
Yep.
So he's got to brace it. That puts Rocket out of power. No Deadly Duo.
Rocket's gonna pay 2 because he's got a hammer. Groot pays 1.
Yep. And then
Yeah, but yeah. So you definitely go
last thing
Nebula
I'll
here.
do is I will disarm
Rocket needs to be powering up on a shot. Those
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Oh, who's he going to disarm?
MODOK?
That's with Thor.
No,
and,
MODOK player is
MODOK.
playing it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's playing it on Star-Lord.
MODOK has to spend 2.
He did. Yep.
Oh.
He had 5. He spent down to 3.
Interesting.
Thor was 3 down to 2.
You have disarmed me.
All right.
Okay. That's
Spicy.
You're up.
Odd.
Star-Lord can crank out some damage.
I keep forgetting it's not my Star-Lord. So yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he can do damage.
Well, Star-Lord has 3 power, so he's got a full
I think I have
auto
to jump on
online, but
Hela.
like,
I think
Doesn't have great
much as
targets
I've
for it, I guess.
don't want
Thor?
to.
gosh, I think you almost disarmed Nebula there.
Nebula has to
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna play the disarm.
She's on
The problem is then he can go with Ronan.
Oh,
Get
sure.
the hell off the board. Which is not at all the game plan.
Ronan needs to judge MODOK.
Everyone.
Yeah, but especially MODOK. If he's going to actually go after MODOK, or you just try to kill all 3 other Asgardians and say, whatever, MODOK.
Yeah, MODOK, why don't you just chill? You're gonna have
I'm
this
gonna get these points, MODOK. You hang out over there.
Yeah, I think I have to. I'm not scared of Hela. I'm scared of everyone else on your team.
All right, so while these guys are picking their next action, I just want to shout out the entire Turn Zero crew and the work that we've been doing with the podcast, with the articles that have been coming out and their other streams, both on Twitch and you're cross posting them, right, Chris?
Yep.
So if you haven't checked them out, we've got some really cool articles posted.
Yeah.
Check out the show, check out the podcast. I think it's available everywhere. And now they're rolling dice, so I'm going to shut up again.
I'm not holding an objective
Yep,
anymore.
this is Nebula.
Nebula's doing work.
Right, that's
and
how that works, right?
Yeah, you're just contesting it.
If you're contesting, okay. Yeah.
Although she didn't have a good roll, but luckily she
getting
gets
that
to
reroll.
reroll them all.
Everything. Still 3 blocks on Hela.
Yeah, so that only does 1.
I'll take 1.
Take it.
Not ideal.
She's only got 3 left.
Yep, you just got to push it through. Do it again.
Not enough. Nebula.
From my experience, not a whole lot of people can not stop 4 damage from 2 shot sword assaults.
Agreed.
Yep.
She kind of likes where she was, I think. Probably okay with that. Nebula will then spend nothing. She's not going to spend anything else. She's going to strike you, so she'll spend 4.
Going for a base strike now.
Do something better than what she just did.
Did he not? Oh, maybe he had not spent the power yet, so maybe he didn't have the power.
Your dice are gone to shit.
Oh, so he got a crit?
2 blocks, sorry.
He's going to get a lot of rerolls here. No skulls.
So he's got to hit all of these rerolls. Almost. He left her on 1. So that is that's an instance that you may flip. He probably should have flipped Crew of the Milano at that point.
Not enough.
Because remember, she can reroll the rerolls that she didn't get.
Yeah, that's true.
She gained 2 damage.
Because he had to kill Hela there.
For that.
Okay, whoops. I should only gain 1.
Yeah, this is going to hurt now.
Yeah.
And she may get her souls is the problem.
Yeah, exactly. And then now you got to do another 4 damage to her.
That's probably not the right play.
Yeah, she'll get at least 2 here because she'll make 2 mystic attacks. It's just whether or not she can daze or kill someone.
That was not the right play.
Oh no.
He's not going MODOK, is he?
Oh no.
I think he's trying to. I think he sees what we all see and is trying to stop that deadly duo. Because remember, Rocket can do his 2 attacks, get power, then spin for deadly duo. Deadly duo is just an active. It doesn't say when. It says during his activation.
I think it might be time to try and have. Oh, no way.
Oh.
That's like a millimeter out.
Trash Panda. Oh, is he safe? Is Trash Panda safe?
Just out of range.
Oh, poor little guy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
About as close
that
as
is
get, but I don't
unbelievable. Although, no, there.
Oh, no, I think
no,
I
there
can
it touches
just
him.
nick him
no.
with the measuring tool like that.
Yep, it gets him.
Yeah,
Just caressed him with the corner of the measuring tool.
Just brushes right up against him.
Yeah,
it's
like that just catches him. Would you agree?
We can see on stream on the magnified replay that the corner does in fact brush him.
Right,
Thank you there, Sergey, with the close-up camera on the field.
The base of
Game of millimeters, man. Game of millimeters.
It's close.
That's touched him. Yeah.
It's very close.
Sure.
That is unfortunate.
That may not be what I end up doing anyway.
There's a lot of hands.
You know. It is what it is. All right. So I think what I'm gonna start with is actually I'm gonna yeah, I think that makes sense. How is that worded?
See if you can help me wreck Groot by redirecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably interesting if he doesn't take the throw first.
So it's automatic. All right.
Groot's got 4 damage on him.
Because if he takes the throw first, I wouldn't even
always
attack
cover.
Groot. I'd just leave Groot out there.
Groot
Yeah,
is,
just hang him out. No reason to charge him up.
Yeah. And Groot is
The
a
last
4-2-3.
MODOK wants to take is I am a Groot
so
to
I'm
the
gonna
face, or
Psionic
even
Blast.
Thor for that matter.
For 7 dice. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, and that would actually free you up to put some attacks into Star-Lord or Ronan.
Oh boy, that's not great.
Oh, another big whiff, man.
Man, I love how these guys are just like, oh
Well,
boy,
I
that was
guess
I
I
missed my
spent 3
dice.
to reroll.
I am cussing a storm.
Oh, man.
I'm threatening to flip tables. Like these guys are like, oh shucks, bad roll.
Are they? I'm not. I
there we go, that's
muted
better.
them so I
That's
didn't
4 hits.
hear him.
Yeah, they're like, oh well.
MODOK paid the power to get the reroll, so he's got 4 hits here. 3 blocks though.
Sap 1 of my power or 2 of my power?
I sap 1 of your power. I'm sorry. I sap 1 of your power, then I gain 1 for dealing a damage. Excuse me.
Okay.
So he only takes
So
1.
Took 1.
Yeah, only 1 there.
So he's got to do it with the throw.
Okay. He's got 2 left.
Yeah.
Look at Groot saving his little trash panda buddy.
He's a sturdy tree, man.
He is.
Well, until you start throwing energy at him.
Right. Him and his buddy Venom don't like that at all.
They do not.
I messed up.
I think he sees it.
Damn it. All right. Well,
He obviously
I will
knows he
Psionic
can hit him
Blast
with the
Groot again.
throw because he pre-measured it.
Yeah.
7 dice energy.
He was probably seeing if he could one-shot Groot.
It's a little better. That is 4 plus a crit.
Doing it again.
It's not blocking any.
It's going to be a dead Groot.
So Groot's going to take his remaining 2 damage.
Okay. And that'll daze him. Okay. I'll gain 2 power.
Hela gains a token.
See if he catches it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll gain 2 power.
Well, they have. Yeah,
Hello,
it's
gain
not
the
optional
soul
to put a token
token.
on her.
Yeah, he put it on her.
He's got it. So does there have to be an extra thing just for the cast? See how there's extra
Alright,
tray on
then-
each of them?
I don't know if it's the right decision.
What's
but I
that
think
now?
it's what I have to
See how
do.
there's an extra tray on their
So
character
I'm gonna
cards?
then spend all 4.
Is that for
heal
the
Hela
cast?
for 3.
The podcast?
Heal Hela for 3. Yep.
Yes.
Patch up.
Gotcha.
I thought you might.
And that'll be MODOK. You're up.
I needed to kill
He
Hela.
patched up
Gave you
Hela.
Nebula, but
Poor Guardians.
all right. So you have disarmed old Star-Lord.
Yep.
I feel like Star-Lord No arm Star Lord. Should just roll into Hela here. Hela on our flip side.
Ronan wasn't just complete garbage over here. I always play Ronan with the power
Well, this
stone.
is the perfect
Yeah.
time for
And
Star Lord to double move.
Makes a
and
big
get
difference.
That meteor.
That is true.
it's
Like he's
not
kind
my
of
favorite tonight.
again he's left the middle open by
Understandable.
using his two big characters first.
Mhm.
So like now you can just make him commit with pieces he doesn't want to.
She gets souls.
If I were him, I'd double move Star Lord right now to that middle meteor, and you're
Yep.
almost guaranteed to keep the meteors.
Yep, and that's
I mean-
that gives him all three at that point, right?
Yeah, and so it would be really hard for him to flip two of those.
Using Clubber twice. I'm throwing 6 dice against 4. Nothing else really there.
And I mean, Ronan has a hammer, so he's
I think I
he's not a slouch in melee right now.
As much as it sucked.
Yeah, I think he's deciding if he could uses Ronan to take her out right now.
Provide her with anything of value either with a throw. Our base might scratch MODOKs. I don't know. Probably gonna hit.
Well, I think now does she have 3 tokens now?
Just 2 or 1.
Just
Oh,
one.
shit.
Sucks.
I thought she should
The
have
fact I'm
2.
focusing on Hela,
Rocket
I feel like
Rocket
it's just
didn't get
costing me the
dazed.
freaking game.
Yeah,
Like,
but
She
in the
dazed
order
Nebula
before Nebula
dazed.
last
games,
turn,
'cause Thor is
so she didn't get it.
No,
But
but
he's
she
not
was
gonna flop
dazed when Nebula
3
dazed.
rounds in a row.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All
I
right.
guess we'll find out.
It's not freaking possible.
So he did not. So did he not throw
Okay,
something at
we'll
Rocket?
find out, I guess.
No, he used all his power to patch up Hela.
Like,
Huh.
So he definitely has one from Groot being dazed. Okay, yeah.
man.
I guess it's because you
possible.
can't play Deadly
This Rocket
Duo
can
because
shoot
Groot's
her.
dazed. That's why.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know. You know, the Asgard player chased him
That's my best
to make
chance.
it kind of an advantage Guardian.
In
You
fact,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going for Hela first. Freaking hate it. All right, Ronan is gonna activate. Ronan's gonna attack. Actually,
Ronan's
before I
going
do
here.
that,
Ronan is
secure
going
my
in
name,
for it.
Use a damn winging it token on him just to.
I would. You can throw her into MODOK.
4 damage.
Yeah, free damage. I'll take it on MODOK. I mean, yeah, he's activated for the turn. Like, there's no disadvantage to take a free damage into him right now.
Correct. And I think it's going to be close, but I think he would be able to throw him away into MODOK.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Crew the Milano to put a winging it token
Yeah,
on
sure.
Ronan.
It would be close.
It'd be super close.
Ronan.
And he's choosing to
Going
discard
to
Crew the Milano
strike
right now for the
her
winging it
for
tokens.
6 dice.
Yep.
Okay, so he's trying to take him out right here.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it.
2 blocks.
Good start.
Yeah, let's get
We'll
some.
spend 1 winging
Man,
token.
Hela though, rolling fire.
I got 2
Jeez.
blocks.
Okay.
So right
Get
now
2
he's
blocks
doing
or 3
nothing.
blocks.
3. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
He can get a throw.
Winging it.
Oh wait, he's got the throw, so that's
Extra,
huge.
so I did 4 damage.
So he'll do
So
2
one-
damage. That's a
Take
good start.
1.
I mean, he could throw him into Nebula.
Do
Just
get a
take the
throw.
1, even if
You
she's
have
not.
to.
Yeah,
If you can't throw him into MODOK, you have to throw him in her into Nebula.
yeah, because you can't have her get out of range.
Nope. Because you can finish her off, hopefully. One more attack.
I'm gonna throw Hela backwards into that wall behind her for the extra
Let's
damage.
get some.
Which wall?
And I believe that gives him enough
Oh,
if
this
he
thing?
wanted to Cree Justice.
Well, let me use a measurement tool real quick.
Oh,
I
wait,
don't
what about
Oh.
how does that interact with these?
No,
Or no,
don't
I would
throw
hit
her
Nebula.
away.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
maybe
doing
not.
straight
Depends
back.
on exactly the direction of the throw, right?
All right, so I
Yeah,
think
if
they're
I
trying
throw
to
you
get some
straight back, you
clarification
won't
here.
hit Nebula.
Yeah.
So I think what he's
see
going to
if you
do
can
is he's
collide
going to
with,
try to maybe throw her into the
MODOK.
building, do
I
a
would be
damage, and then
very
maybe try a
surprised.
universal
I
weapon.
don't think you can.
I don't
So
like
no,
that
they're
as
measuring
much.
away right now.
Yeah, they're seeing if he can hit MODOK.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't like throwing her away as much and then hitting with the universal weapon because
See, he can he can throw her into MODOK.
just catch her.
It's close.
Yeah,
I
he
would
should be able to
argue
just catch that
you
back
could
of her
push me
base.
to like right here.
There in the
basically.
MODOK.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the bigger part is just not getting her out of 2 just to keep the wilds active for the throw to
Yeah,
finish her
I would
out.
say so.
Yeah, no, there. That's the
close.
play
That's
right
what I
there.
want to do.
Okay.
MODOK
You call
takes
that.
possibly 3 damage.
Okay.
Twice.
You might actually want me to do that. So MODOK rolls for the Dodger on, was she a 3 size or a 4 size? Or
She's a 2.
size? She's a 2.
I feel like Hela should be a size 3.
Hela.
Probably 2.
Yeah.
He blocks 1. He'll take 2.
MODOK takes 2 from that. Pretty decent.
Why is he rolling 3
going
dice?
To then strike her again.
Good point. It was
We
not
rolling
an
2.
energy attack.
Dice.
Yeah, that was a
Wish I gained
mistake.
the power
Yeah.
for what I just did.
Ooh, there it is. She's
Correct.
dead.
That's
Did I do
probably
1
him.
damage to you and then
You did
1 off
one,
the
Is
yeah.
his throw
Yeah,
before?
okay.
Hopefully it's before.
Throw is before.
Only
Yep.
1 block. Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Let's see if he catches the throw first instead of just taking the
What?
damage.
I think it's
He
before.
got the throw, yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
4 damage is dealt. So I'm going to throw her again into MODOK.
Yep. Oh, wait, what
Man,
am I
I
doing?
like
I'm
the
sorry.
position
2
he's
dice.
in.
2
I
dice.
really like it.
He rolled 2 last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an extra. I'm gonna be taking another 3. Yeah, because I blocked 1, so I'll take another 3.
This is where you need an all-you-got MODOK next turn.
That'll get
So
Yeah,
it
this-
sounds like
Damn.
Failsafe realized he rolled an extra die on the last
Yeah, he
throw
caught it.
defense, so he caught it. He's going to take an extra damage here, so that's why he's taking 3.
I cannot believe I've freaking taken
Solid
her off
dude.
the board first.
Yeah.
That's how you want to play
but
these
when I'm looking
games.
at
Like,
your
Absolutely.
list and my game
Yeah,
plan,
absolutely.
I'm like, how much damage did I do to her?
So finished
Yeah.
off Hela,
No,
did
2.
5 to
Maybe 2,
MODOK. That's
because I
pretty
threw you
solid
first,
round
yes.
there for old Ronan.
Actually, no, it would only be 1.
I'd
Because
say
you threw me
so.
twice.
And got some power to judge some
So she only had
tools.
1 damage she could get left,
Right.
basically.
You're right. I threw you twice for 1 damage each time, and then I did 2 damage. You're correct. So maybe, yeah.
That's also an example of why I don't
this
love
is not
winging
great.
it as a leadership ability.
yeah.
So he gave up a tactics
Missed on the
card
pass train.
and he did 1 reroll.
No, I don't.
Mhm.
Well, he
And
does
he-
have
I learned my
for
lesson
defense
from last
rolls,
time,
and
but
that character
no
is
one's-
the objective.
Yeah, but no one's in range.
Yeah, actually, I think.
Yeah, well, nobody. Yeah, that's true because
Pass.
MODOK
Yeah.
has gone this turn, so that's dead.
So, yeah, so you're basically just used a tactics card for almost nothing.
Just
That's
juice
the
up
big
your
problem
Valkyrie
with
to
it.
come in and smash me.
To be fair, like Crew of the Milano felt like it was going to do nothing there anyway.
I think he takes that as a dead card. I mean, he's planning on using that as
Worry
winging
about
it.
the other side of the map later.
Or
Although
in the
I think it's-
offhand, it does something like play defenders and ends up needing it or something.
Yeah.
Or
Or
plays on demon portals.
I was gonna say, I think Crew's great on demons, man.
So
This is a massive round. This is going to decide it, I feel like.
And what they're saying on chat, but my point is he didn't need
Yeah, I
those
gotta
rerolls.
activate
And I
Drax
understand it's a
for
dice
sure.
game, but
Okay.
I mean, he probably KOs her without
Yeah,
those.
let's activate Drax. I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time. After this turn, it'll probably prove that it wasn't a mistake. It was a smart play.
I mean,
I'm
to
gonna
be fair
go
though, like I
Blades
get it.
View, so I'll
If
go
you ever see my
suppress.
dice rolls,
Yep.
other than
No,
my
I
game
get
of
it.
sooner.
And I get it. And man, I mean, controlling dice is one of the biggest things in this
One block.
game.
Absolutely.
And
It is
we missed it here, but Failsafe passed, and
Take 1.
Game
CoffeyTime's
one.
activating Drax and attacking it in Valkyrie right now.
you
Oh, he's trying to take that
believe
advantage on the side.
He's got him in
that I
position
will
this
do
time, so he figured he's
I
gonna
was
go.
gonna say,
time.
and he has.
6 dice
Oh, I guess he
into
doesn't have that middle one yet, but he's gonna probably control that middle one.
What the hell? 2 blocks.
do it
I feel like
number
Drax
one.
never wants
Oh,
to
wait,
attack
wait,
into
wait,
Valkyrie. He wants to
reroll 2 dice.
counterattack Valkyrie so she can't
Oh,
charge.
So I will reroll these.
But he's
And then-
gonna throw her away, so she can only flip.
They drop
one.
nothing, so I
Ah,
do
that was a
1
bad roll,
damage.
but-
Okay.
Come on, Drax, you're shitty.
It would be tempting to throw
Rolls
this node that
Drax.
he's
Well,
standing
I
on
think I have
into
no
her to
choice.
try
I will
to.
throw
Alleviate the issue.
Yeah, the problem you
Thor.
run
Valkyrie
into.
into
The problem
destroyer,
you run
just throw
into
this side
is
to
then
this
Valkyrie could
stupid
throw
piece of
Drax
trash
off, flip
you.
this
Okay.
one, and then
Roll
double
this
move to
damage.
the middle objective
Yeah.
to make it where he couldn't flip that.
2 blocks. I
You
got
got it.
3
You got 'em all.
blocks.
Potentially 4.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah.
take nothing.
Wow.
Okay.
Good roll.
That was a
Oof.
big deal. Jesus.
That was. So
That was a
this
very big deal.
is deleted.
Yep.
Sorry.
You did.
Throw
There
it.
we go.
And he threw it. Yep, good play.
Drax is flipped. I'm gonna unlock this node so it
But
falls
she
to the
blocked
ground.
it, right?
Yeah,
There
she
we go.
blocked the attack,
That's better.
and then she blocked. How much did she take from the attack?
1, I think.
So no, she took 3 total
Drax,
there.
very disappointed
Yeah, he
with
didn't
you,
roll
man.
great.
Well, I think she had a damage
So
on
be it.
her
Yeah, from the console.
from
Or
the
the
skull.
fragment,
So
the
I
fragment,
think
yeah.
she
Okay.
took 1.
Drax KOs you right there, dazes you right there.
It's a very that's
It's a
again
whole new
another,
world.
that's another
He
very
opened up
very
the
big
door
deal if
though
that happens.
for him losing the
Okay.
meteors this turn.
Let's see. So you have Star-Lord and Rocket left?
In my opinion, he should have
Yes.
Yes, I do.
double moved Star-Lord right there and flipped the meteor.
Well, he still has that option though, right?
But
I
if
will pass.
Valkyrie, if this guy is smart, he can have
Alright, so
Valkyrie on there, so he has
Star-Lord
to roll 2 out of 3.
is gonna think about his life. He is probably
Should think about the mistakes he has
So
made.
yeah, throw
so he's
Drax off,
disarmed. So you're really
Flip
flip
it.
the
neutering
meteor,
him.
and then
Double
double
move,
move to the
flip
middle
it.
and try and flip that one.
Power generation.
Well, it's already flipped, so you just post up.
Disarm may be a good card after all.
I think
I had an extra
what he was
spot,
trying to do there, and I think he has
I've
pretty
actually
decent
been really
odds,
impressed with it, especially
is
in any
Daze
matchup
Valkyrie.
where like it just devolves into a let's punch each other in the middle of the table fight.
Right.
I've been like really, really
Oh,
generally
did he
impressed
pass?
with it.
So if
Yeah,
I
I'm
go at
trying
you,
to
I'm throwing
figure that
3
out. It
against your
sounds like it
3.
because
MODOK
Coffee
doesn't
Time
count
is talking
wilds.
about
Yep.
Or excuse me,
Wild.
doesn't count
Star-Lord with
wilds.
disarm on him.
Yep.
And I
Yeah,
can
I wouldn't have
only
passed there. I
wing
don't
it
think. I
once
think
per
it's a
round.
mistake.
No, he needed to take advantage of the opportunity there because now
Yeah.
Star-Lord will be in position to potentially block that middle point.
Because he can stay out of either out of range or out of line of sight for at least
So
one shot from
much.
Rocket.
But all hope is not lost. I don't really want a fully juiced up MODOK, but it's probably what we're going to end up looking at. Well, I think I have to do that. Start with Star-Lord. I'll do my attack on the MODOK for.
So
I'll throw 3
Star-Lord is
dice.
attacking into MODOK, which is about the opposite of what we thought the optimal play would be here.
Oh no,
Well, I can't
no,
pluck
no,
attitude.
no.
I take 1.
All right, takes 1.
On
And,
3 dice too.
Okay,
did 1
that
damage.
means Star-Lord is going to move.
And now he's going to move with him, but I don't know that that does anything for him.
A little closer to Groot.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not sure on that one. Looks like he's gonna.
That was all I needed. It was the one.
Field dressing.
So
Yeah, he's gonna
I'm
field
gonna get
dressing
within
Groot.
2 of Groot. And I'm
Not sure I like that.
Groot.
Yeah.
Because Groot's already activated, right? No, he hasn't. So he's
No,
really
he
trying.
Yep.
He's going all in on attrition.
And
He's gonna have
then,
Groot try to kill Thor, which he probably will because he's gonna eye on a Groot.
Let's use field dress.
So yeah, I mean, he's just trying to get rid of his characters because he has such the advantage
Groot's
of the
up.
activations.
And then before he succeeds his turn, we are Groot. Gets everybody within 4.
He's playing We
including
Are Groot.
himself, but I may want to save
So
that.
he's not going to have the power to I am
How much
Groot.
range can
Oh
she
yeah.
go?
So
Can
what
she
he'll do is he'll
cross the
probably do a
map?
strike, try to get the power, then
She got
maybe
the
I am a Groot.
distance.
Because at this point, it's pretty pointless to
I've seen
play
crazier
Root.
crap happen. And I think you have aim lackeys.
Oh,
Aim
trying to
lackeys
see if
give
you can make that
somebody
charge.
a
What?
move action is an
You
additional
gotta just
action.
let
so she
Groot go,
can
man.
Yeah, just let
probably
it go, man. It's just a
So
tree.
So I
It's just a
will
tree. He's not that bad of a
use-
dude.
you gotta concentrate on scoring this meteor, or it's gonna be trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to feel rough though. Down 3 activations to 6 going into the next round. Like
No.
that's giving
Such
so
a
much
waste.
flexibility to your opponent.
And I'm not
Yeah,
gonna use
getting
it.
rid of
Maybe I just
Hela
waited.
real
I should have
quick
probably
was
just waited.
huge.
I mean, if you charge over here, probably doing it anyway. But nah, I'll use it. I'll use We Are Groot to spend 3 on Groot.
Yeah.
And he will
Play the We Are Groot finally.
2.
Okay.
Everybody else around him, but nobody else
He
is
only
hurt.
heals himself, right? Who else did
That
he heal?
is Star-Lord.
Star-Lord was
Okay.
damaged?
Was he?
That's not.
Yeah,
great
why
for
wouldn't
me.
you save We Are Groot and just
Yeah, and just use his heal ability.
That's the game.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't think there's any way for me to win
I
from
mean,
here.
he could just heal himself all the way
You're
back
gonna
up.
score 10 points, or yeah, it's literally. So you're gonna score.
Failsafe's doing some quick math on.
Yeah, you're gonna score.
How many points are going to be
7
scored
next
this round?
turn, go to 15, and
Does he see the Valkyrie play?
son of a bitch.
I'm not sure he does.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he may have given up a little bit here. So board state is not in his favor. He does have some plays though. He can flip
He
both
does.
those meteors. He's
He
holding
still has Rocket
at
and
least.
Groot, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Rocket and Groot to activate. He's in a good spot, really good spot.
And you're a size 3, right?
MODOK didn't do.
I don't
MODOK
even
and
think I
Thor
can
have not
get
done
there.
enough. I mean, he hasn't rolled
I can
well,
move
but
to like there, to there, and then to there maybe. But I don't think I'm.
No, he misses. He's not seeing it.
Is there a direction to that? Yeah, it's within your enemy character within 2, so I can.
yep, he's just going to concede that meteor.
There.
Looks like.
Oh man, post game's gonna be fun, guys.
Try and like one shot him.
Well, they're calculating moves here. I know Sugi's posted in the chat, but make sure you guys follow the stream so you get notified whenever we put one up. We also put up Facebook posts, and we've started posting on our Discord and the TTS Discord so you can catch these games. We're trying to get as many of the finals as we can get. And we'll always put the replays up on the YouTube channel. They're also on the Twitch channel if you prefer to watch them there.
I don't know if he is still in this if he can't get these meteors flipped.
Yeah, the meteors.
I mean, that would be 14. It would be 14-7 going into next round. I mean, he could literally just take, and Drax is going to score
2 hammers and run.
At least 1 hammer. He could literally take Rocket.
I think I have to try and get over here, no
The
matter
Ronan
what I do.
and run to the corner of the.
It's a long shot, but I think I have to try it. All right, yeah, I will aim lackeys.
Okay.
MODOK will go down to 2.
He's playing aim lackeys. Get the free move.
I will.
I don't like this.
Spend 2 to throw Drax away.
Oh.
Okay.
He's changing my mind.
He's doing a bunch of stuff all at once. So he's paid for aim lackeys, but he's also paying to throw Drax.
Oh.
All right. He got it.
We got this.
So I have 2 power left.
Yep.
So this is where that Star-Lord not flipping the middle is going to be enormous.
And he got it. He got it on. He got just the one he needed.
Come on.
No skulls.
Oh, sorry. It's floating. Here, let me see.
Massive.
Big. It was really big not to get skulls too, because he's bleeding. So
I'll work on this.
if he would have rolled skulls on both of the flips, he would be dazed.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my aim lackeys move.
Okay.
He's making his move with aim lackeys right now.
You're right.
Are you? Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Or is he?
I can definitely do that. Just the problem is I need you to whiff.
Looks like he's going to try to throw Star-Lord into Rocket.
Can move to here.
So that means he's not going for the center console.
Move a second time.
Because he's only got 2 power.
Like,
Yep. So if he doesn't kill Rocket, Groot and Rocket only have 2 energy, so it's a 50-50 on whether they flip it.
Well, he's not concerned with evening up the points. He's trying to even up the board state.
This is a huge risk, but I think I have to go.
Well, I don't think.
Oh, Valkyrie goes across the
Yeah,
world.
I mean the problem is if he flips that middle, he loses the game.
To like right
Yeah.
here.
If Coffee can flip that middle with Groot,
Asgardian might for 2 and toss you into Rocket.
So he's going into Rocket.
Used Asgardian might.
It's the once per turn, isn't it?
It is a once per
He
turn.
Son of
can't
a.
throw
Oh,
him
he
because
already
the throw is
threw.
once per
He already
turn.
threw Drax.
I didn't know it was once per turn either.
Oh, yeah.
Nope,
Shit,
that's
check
a
that.
1000%. That's so
Sure
bad
can't.
for me. Shit. Just means I literally
Brutal.
walked her over there to die.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking did it. So that's her.
What'd he say?
I'm feeling what
literally
he's
just
saying.
walked
He
her over
said,
here to
"I."
die.
He said, "Well, shit,
Sorry.
I fucking
Oh,
did
sorry.
it." And I'm like, "Yep."
So now he's stuck out there
All right.
without anything to do.
Yeah,
Go with
unfortunately,
first.
that just
Well, Rocket's gonna activate. And...
Rocket's just gonna go roll his happy ass to the middle. Is what he needs to do.
Yeah.
All
him
right, so
and
Rocket's
Groot.
gonna
Yeah,
activate.
I mean,
Yep.
at this point, you got to flip that
Question
middle.
is, can I get the point back? That may be more
It
important.
looks like he's asking the question.
No, Rocket's not going to activate quite yet.
Well, he doesn't spin the power. He gets the power back.
Actually,
yeah,
yes,
he's
he
got
is.
2
Rocket's going to
power.
activate.
Yeah.
So-
Rocket's going to shoot.
So she did not have to flip the middle. Asgard has the middle.
Shoot at
Yeah, but
Valkyrie.
he still has Rocket and Groot to go, and they can both
Yeah.
easily double move and flip it. Now they both only have two energy, so
He's attacking with
50-50.
Rocket. So Groot's either going to walk over there.
oh
nice roll.
Doesn't
no,
matter. That dazes her.
this guy's going
Yeah, how much
straight
health left?
attrition all the
Yeah,
way.
he's going full ham.
Okay. Rocket gains 2.
He dazed her.
It's gonna be a rough next turn for him, though.
What do you think the odds are he just tries to kill Thor with Groot, or do you think he sees moving him to the middle? I bet
Rocket's
he
gonna
just tries
shoot
to kill
at
Thor.
MODOK.
That's what I'm seeing too, man. Just based on his current course of action, I feel like he's just gonna try and straight.
I mean, it's
maul
only
him.
round 3. I think he's thinking, he can just kill all his characters and he won't lose.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Rocket
Three.
only
I'll take one.
does.
It's the one you needed.
Yeah.
Obviously, would be...
Forgot about the wilds.
Oh, he went into MODOK.
Well,
MODOK has 8 wounds. Oh, the throws. That's right.
Yeah, the throws were working on him.
gets me deadly duo, but that's which I think I have to use it.
Man, he's lucky Valkyrie took some damage from those consoles she interacted with, because like otherwise she was gonna be primed to go off next activation.
Yeah, she was.
At 6, she can't go off that hard, but she can go off pretty good in that position.
Well, I think I have to. Use
Yeah,
it
I
since
mean,
used
this
2
is a
attacks, I
prime
will use Deadly
example
Duo.
of a 6-character
Rocket's
list
minus
versus a
3.
4-character list, and your 2 big dogs not rolling well.
Groot's
It
gonna
makes
spend
it
2,
so hard.
And let's start with MODOK first. I will throw 6 dice. I only did 2.
I had
Blocked
2
them
blocks.
both. Yep, so none there.
Mm.
Then over to Thor.
Oh, is this a
Problem is I
deadly
left
duo?
Beefy
He just
Thor
pop it off?
alive,
Yeah, he
so-
did. Man, that's not
Rocket's
good timing.
not scratching very hard.
Wow.
He's going for the kill, man.
Yeah,
That's
he's
Rocket.
all in.
He sees
Well,
red in his
that-
eyes.
Actually, probably hurt me badly.
Yeah, that that pendulum swung back a little bit.
Because I needed that power potentially.
Yeah.
So now the question is, do I double move and roll 2 flipping dice to try to turn that?
Yes, sir. Sooner he just asked, do I double move to try and flip that? Is what he just asked.
2 dice. Yeah.
I'll take that shot. 50-50.
Yeah, you got to. I would have
I'm gonna
done it with
try to
Rocket
damage
first,
Thor.
or I would have done Groot first, tried to flip it,
Yeah.
and then saved Rocket in case Groot didn't get it.
Just lean on what I've been doing.
A Coffee Time's
So you would score
seeing
4.
red.
I
Like
would
he
score 4.
has
I think I have to
Hela
do
down,
that.
I'll tell you what, man.
but
that's
there's a
what
lot
Guardians-
of power
The fact that
on
MODOK's
that
still standing
on
is
that
very
Asgardian
huge.
team still. Like
I
Thor can
assumed he was
affect
dead.
a lot of stuff. MODOK can
Yeah.
still affect a lot of
That-
stuff.
Oh yeah, Thor is
MODOK's
one
like-
dice
I mean,
roll
he's
that
not,
he's
like-
missed away
It's
from
not
going off.
totally
Yeah, you
beyond
gotta
the realm
take the
for him to
points, man.
survive,
Like,
but, you know,
Trying to dice people all
Still a big
doesn't work
deal.
out very often.
I mean, Groot could come up and swing on him.
Except for
potentially.
Minion. I can dice Minion.
That's not a Groot.
He's
Groot
getting a little too greedy
Groot's
with the attacks,
typically-
in my opinion.
garbage for me. So
He's trying to daze MODOK.
Oh my
swing one
God.
more hit on my
Wow.
way. That's an iffy swing on
That
that.
daze
That's an
doesn't
iffy
help you
swing
at all,
over
though. It
here.
means
There's
MODOK
so
goes
much
First
Oh,
next turn with
potentially.
I mean, I think it helps.
all
Buku
these
power.
things.
I think it helps, but
I will say this: he's in a good spot in the fact that
Thor's just gonna
he's
just
got so
destroy
many
all
characters
the
over there.
options.
MODOK can only
At
daze
this
so
point, it's
many.
okay, so that's
That's true.
if he has 6 power, that's gonna be 2 Doomsday chairs and a lot of people in range.
That's true. So I guess Merzane was saying the rocket had zero
Oh,
power on him.
You're right. Rocket didn't have any power on him.
Yeah, so he
MODOK
couldn't
still has
double move.
2
So that
health.
makes a lot more
Two health,
sense.
yeah.
Wild doesn't count. You get to throw 2 dice against Groot's 5.
I need to expand my
Statistically
view
pretty
because
bad for
I
me.
just look at the map. I don't look at the power that the characters have.
Rocket's left hanging in the wind.
Yeah, as cool as the overlay is, only you guys that are watching the stream get it.
Still
We just have to kind of like manually do our own shit because Sugi doesn't like us.
That's it. So I have to go after MODOK. All right. So
Well, let's see
He
what
said he
happens.
has to go after
I
MODOK.
know. I think I have to. I don't like it, but
He's
throws 2
apparently
dice and a
afraid of
big
what he's going to
success
do
over
next turn.
here.
He's like, I don't like it, but I'm just
It's
gonna have to
totally
try and
out of
table you.
place. I think it's just gonna be a
14 to
shit show.
7. I mean,
I'll
that's
play
you
around
can't
next
come back
turn.
from that.
Yeah.
Just a day's party, but
This, in my opinion,
yeah,
just
I have to get. I have
keeps
to.
him in
All
the
right, so I'm
game.
moving him,
Sure thing.
and I'm swinging 5 dice at you.
2 physical.
Going with the basic strikes. He doesn't have enough for we. I am Groot.
I got 1
Now he spin it all.
Well, you blocked it because I got a wild and 3 blocks. So
Oh no.
Groot does nothing.
Wow.
No damage.
That's
That
why.
might have cost.
shit.
I mean, I bet
That-
you if you
that
do a
was an
little
incredible
dice math,
swing turn. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
the
Oh my
odds of
God.
doing one or
See,
two
I think
one
I don't
damage or
feel
less
justice
on
right
MODOK
away
there
and
is
leave
like
Star-Lord just standing there,
60.
and maybe you don't see it. You
%.
probably do.
It's gotta
maybe
be
come over
pretty
here, just throw 'em
high.
away. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
I was
70%.
probably going to go that way anyway.
Right.
Or
if I'm rolling the
but
dice,
I
it's
wasn't
about
100% sure what my
123.
plan
Because
was.
MODOK
So-
only has 2 dice. He's
So
going to
I think we
re-roll
scored
those.
4
You
and I
have
scored
to
3.
get crits and
Yeah.
hits. I mean, it's
Holy
just
crap. So it's 10 to 11.
Yeah, it's-
We got
gosh.
turn
So
4.
Oh my
score-
gosh. That was such
Yeah.
And
he had it.
clean
All
up.
right. So the good
And
thing is that
everybody
gives us
powers
a close game
All
to
right.
round 4.
And 1, 2.
It's another
all
huge
right.
activation
I think
for Failsafe because
first thing
he's
I
got.
Oh wait, here it comes.
do- Who do I activate first here?
Oh,
What are
he's
you
got to
thinking about
decide. What do you think?
I,
MODOK or Thor?
I think Thor.
You have to no. You got to go. MODOK.
MODOK
He's
has
on
2
9.
health, 1 health left. So
MODOK's
MODOK's
gotta
gotta
go.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
got to
give
go
MODOK 2
MODOK. I
power?
mean, Thor's still got.
I might have. Yeah,
He's
you're right. I'm
split,
sorry.
so he's got
Okay,
8 health.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Failsafe
just like,
does have field
but he gets
dressing.
2 power.
I know. Yeah.
He's got to
Nope,
go
you're
MODOK
totally
here.
right.
Please don't give him 2 power.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Failsafe
so I
might
think at
not
the
have
start of my
enough
turn,
guys
first
to
thing I'm
field
gonna do is I'm
dressing
gonna
him.
spend 1 on
Yeah,
MODOK
fair enough.
to heal him for 1.
Okay.
That's
He's using
before
the
I
Asgardian
actually
affiliation to heal for
activate
1.
Sure.
You know what?
alright.
I'm gonna need
Although
this.
it is Thor's turn.
I was so pissed off at Groot last
Thor's
turn.
turn to pop off, man. He hasn't
Yeah,
done
he's
well.
due.
Oh.
It looks like he's going with MODOK.
Oh, to root.
Root or heal or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So he is just out, correct?
Right.
What it looks like. Okay.
Oh, this is
So
stressful. I still think I go
the
MODOK
correct
here.
play is to activate Thor here. And
Okay.
that's what I
Well,
gotta do.
Change it up. He's going to activate Thor.
Yeah, I think I have to activate Thor here.
I was right. You owe me a
if
beer.
I can-
Oh,
if I
thank
can
you.
get
There's one right
Groot
here.
Oh,
and
there's
Rocket
one.
both
Oh,
days.
look at that.
Hey, I'll pay for mine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Can I have
start
it?
That one?
Sweet.
by with a strongest of. This is size 4, right? It's a size 3.
Oh, he's going straight throw
It's
first.
a little worse. Thought that was a size 4.
And so he's just out of range to attack Rocket.
So he's probably going to go with the throw to just
Well,
attack whoever's in
I
front of
could do
Rocket.
that.
and do the
Not
throw.
Worst thing in the world.
Or just why don't you just throw that node into him?
All right.
Kill him.
Yeah. So I'm.
Well, I
gonna,
think if he throws a character
Or throw
into
Groot.
him,
I will strongest
Throw
Avenger.
Groot into him.
Okay.
Yep,
If you
he is
go, if
throwing.
you
This just
if you
chuck
throw
it
Groot
into
right
a
in between
rocket.
those bases,
The
he will
node
hit
here.
rocket.
Yeah, the size
Okay.
3.
Looks like
So
he's
size,
throwing
4 dice dodge. Or
The
4 dice
node.
yeah, that
onto-
terrain into rocket.
2, right?
I think you throw the character because then you
Need
can
to
just
hit
I did
double
too.
attack it
Yes.
Yep.
and throw it again.
He hit both.
You do it. You get,
Wow.
so he's got 2 life left.
Oh man, this
It takes 2. He's got 2
One
left.
life left. Because you hit me for 4. I blocked.
Oh my
2.
God, the trash panda
Wow,
god
so he's got 1
lives.
health left.
That's kind of annoying.
that
You think that's kind
Oh,
of
well,
annoying?
It is what it is.
Think you attack Groot here and
shot at dazing.
I mean,
Can
So
you
yeah,
throw him that
Groot
far?
now.
He absolutely could.
Yeah.
He really should have
He's
thrown
4
Groot
physical
into rocket
defense?
instead of the node,
Yes.
because then it sets
Alright.
his attacks up to throw Groot
He's
again
4
into
physical
rocket without
defense,
having
which
to
is
move.
A lot.
because now he's gonna have to waste an attack on Star.
Yep.
Well, not really waste, but do an attack on Star Lord or
Let's-
Groot
is there any
just to
harm
get
in
the
me
power
I
to
guess you
go
can-
kill Rocket.
What does
Yep.
that do?
do you attack into Groot with 4 physical defense but only 3 life left, or the fully healthy Star-Lord?
Oh wow, yeah, that's really strong.
That's
Is
tough.
fully healthy Star-Lord on his front side?
Yes.
He's 4 physical defense.
I would attack Groot.
Yeah, I take the target.
You ain't gonna. You got a better shot of doing 3 damage against 4 defense dice
am
than 6 damage against
just
3 defense dice.
Yeah.
reroll.
And you figure you're getting the 1 for the chip on the throw, so you really only need
Guys,
to
I
do
don't
2.
think Thor has moved the entire game, and neither has Rocket. They've
No, he just kind of stood
Yeah.
there.
they have both just stood there.
Well,
The
he
tree
already
has
used his
moved
throw.
They've
more
both
than
been
them.
pretty piss poor.
No, he
for
used
really
his
have.
throw,
It's
so he
actually a little
cannot throw.
depressing.
He needed to throw Groot, not the
If Thor
node.
does
Oh,
what he's supposed to
absolutely.
do,
Yeah.
you win early. If Rocket does what he's
'Cause
supposed to do,
then
I win.
if he
Yeah,
hits
you win. So
Groot,
let's
so you say that kills Rocket. If he hits Groot, he could throw Groot into
right
Star Lord.
here.
Right.
Isn't one.
So that's why like throwing Groot was I think a much more impactful play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I mean, I think majority of the time, if you can throw a
think it might
character
be the
instead of
yeah.
a terrain piece,
I was just
you
gonna
throw
say-
the character.
Yeah, you net +1.
Unless
I
it's
don't
a
wanna
size
do it,
5
'cause I
or
wanna get more
something,
work
Yeah,
just
done.
throw the character.
You net
But-
+1
Rocket
Yeah.
that
every
much, I
time.
It
understand.
may be what I have to do here.
And now he's going to have to prey on the attack, and he doesn't have good
Yeah, maybe what I have
history
to
of
do, 'cause he
attacking
needs
this
to
round,
go.
or this
He
game,
can't be
sorry.
allowed to activate.
I think this is where Thor comes back.
He's got to get that hammer off of Rocket at
And
some
if
point.
I like throw a hammer at him,
Feels
that
dirty.
means I have to deal a damage to pick up,
Right. If he takes the base attack,
Hammer.
he would at least get to throw.
which
Yeah.
Possibly if he
and
hits
I
the
don't know if I
wild.
want to give Groot or
I will say, if he powers
well,
up Groot
actually,
enough
do I
to
care
do
about
an
giving
I am Groot,
power?
he can
'Cause he's
just
at
strike
3,
MODOK,
I guess he
daze
could
him,
heal.
then do an I am a Groot to Valkyrie, throw her away,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
field
wanna do
dressings
that to
offline.
him.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you needed to throw Groot there and just
Yeah,
take
you
the
know what? I
2
think it's the right
attacks
thing to
into
do.
him
I'm gonna
and try and
activate
get 2
Thor.
activations off the board right here.
He's gonna
Mhm.
walk up, and
Ouch.
boop Rocket on the head.
So
5
he
dice.
just had to do a
5
movement,
to 2.
right?
He gets a cover.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. He's gonna since he has plenty
Brutal.
of movement, he's gonna move like that.
Trying to
That
make sure
makes
he
the
can
most
throw
sense,
into the
'cause then
sun
if
if
I
he
go
hits it.
wild, I can also just gives me an
I
extra
think
option.
that if he goes on to lose this game, it's hands
Three-
down
Three
he didn't do
hits.
enough
Come
with
on,
Thor.
Rocket. Where are those 2 shields at?
No wild
Don't need it.
again.
Yeah,
He
but
does
it
more
kills him.
damage.
Yeah.
So
He
now
got
we're
it,
dazing,
so
and
But that
I'll gain
wasn't
a
enough.
power.
Killing
I'll
a
spend
1
that power to
2-point
pick up
character with
the
your whole
hammer.
activation is
We
not
should have
enough.
booby trapped.
Yeah.
I forgot.
yeah, Thor has
I
definitely
never remember booby
underperformed.
traps because I'm always focusing on Rocket about to get.
I feel like
hit.
this game
Yeah.
is
I
like
hate
an
booby
example
traps
of a
so
game
much.
as to
All right,
why I
Thor,
rated
that's
him
Thor.
as a tier 2.
Thor's finished.
Because this can happen.
Because like
It
if
can
he-
happen with any character, though.
Yeah, but like when he misses his die, like he lives and dies by his die rolls, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels worse whenever Thor misses. There's no doubt. Misses his dice. That's why I take all 2 and 3 threat there characters. If I miss some dice with
Lots of
one, I'm like,
Yeah,
they're
that's
supposed
fine.
they're supposed to miss.
You're like, oh yeah, that's their gig.
MODOK is a big booty bitch, and he's size 3 or size 4.
MODOK is
He's
a
size
big
4.
booty bitch.
He is.
That he is.
That's where that trap door
Doesn't
is.
matter, it's a
You know?
wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and it is size 4.
Their
but-
commentary is much
Biggest
better than
wilds.
ours, by the way.
The
Whose?
worst.
Theirs.
Oh, they're doing good. I didn't think about calling MODOK a big booty bitch.
Wilds
But-
are the worst.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
So you've
gotta have a whole
already
chair to hold
used
it up.
your
Right?
Asgardian,
Yeah.
the,
Well, we had
on-
we had
yeah,
perfect
that's right.
commentary.
On
What was it,
MODOK.
round 1 or round 2? We said Rocket is a lot harder to kill than he looks.
Yeah.
He was definitely that in this game.
Took until round 4 to put him down.
Yeah. Puny God,
he-
my ass.
and he put a lot into him.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we've got Coffey's making the decision here, right?
Had stun stagger. That was all.
Yeah,
That was
he
take
commented
Yeah,
on MODOK, so I
shocks.
think he's
It was-
trying to decide
Yeah,
who's the
2
best
turns
person to
just
try to
beating
finish
down
him
on
off.
Hela.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean-
taking all the things. All right, so I've got.
Do you take Nebula here? Is that the right call? Or is Nebula's gone?
So what is Groot? He didn't attack Groot, so he's at 3.
I think I
So
have
here's
to
the
hit
thing.
MODOK, and I gotta try to daze him. I know
Okay.
what's gonna happen after that, but I don't think I have a choice. I think I just.
Valkyrie's
have to
just going to
daze.
field dressing him. But he doesn't have anybody to
Groot got up close enough
get
last
Valkyrie.
time.
Because what you
Saw
want to
how well
do
that
is
worked out.
ideally do 1 damage to MODOK and then get Valkyrie out of 2.
Ronan can throw a bunch
Right.
of dice at you.
But I don't think he has anybody that can do that.
Well, I think the other trick here is that if Valkyrie wants
This
to
guy's so shitty for me.
raise MODOK from the dead, she has to get out of range of everyone else, and he's got Star-Lord there still too as well.
He's measuring from Groot. Is he going to try to kill
You can
MODOK
only
with Groot
generate
here?
2 potentially if you kill
I
him in
mean,
1 swing.
I would try to kill. If it was me, I would try to kill Valkyrie.
Yeah, just
That-
take the
that's
field
where I
dressing
would be, too.
I
offline.
don't want to
Yep.
do it.
I would try probably
Smart
with
play is Ronan. I just
Star
have
Wars
to
only
kill
has
him.
1
I'm gonna
power.
have to
I'd
daze
probably
him.
go with Ronan. Although Ronan's outside of 2, isn't he?
Star-Lord
I think
Yeah.
he is.
Nebula could pop
Yeah,
off.
he doesn't have a great option right now.
That might be the better play because Nebula could potentially just fold up and die next turn too. Decisions. Nebula gets rerolls. Nebula
Chris,
gets
you want to
shocks
plug
with
our
Souls
shit so
of
Suggy
Shield.
doesn't
That's
get
what
mad
it
at
is.
us?
You can only do it
Oh,
once.
yeah. Be sure to find us on Facebook. You can find links there to the podcast, which we are known for. It was the alpha product. Was the podcast
the alpha product? Yeah.
highly entertaining? Check out the tier list episodes; those are a doozy.
I'm pretty sure we were voted most popular podcast ever in the world.
Yeah, that was an internal poll, but we did it. We got
I'm
it.
gonna activate Ronan. I have to.
Won all kinds of
I'm gonna
awards.
spend
Yeah.
4 to create justice
Facebook
shield.
will lead you to the podcast. It will
A lot
lead
of
you
dice,
to
right?
YouTube.
Yeah, it's
And if you're already on Twitch, good job, you found it. But the Facebook page will bring you there too. Got all sorts of videos, articles.
I got
You can
one
find the
more
blog there
That'll
too.
Probably daze me.
Isn't the blog the same as the articles?
push 5 crits. Where was that
I
when
mean,
Rocket
yeah.
went?
Yeah,
Shit.
that'll daze me.
How did he just?
So he's
And he attacked with Ronan right here.
I was gonna say that's the only person who puts out that much dice.
And
he
he
did
got
5
5
crits.
So it's stun and stagger.
Oh,
The dice have definitely been on guard. See, when you play Guardians, you get dice on your side.
clearly they need something.
I have a feeling he's coming back.
And
It's
dice
just a given.
appear to be it. Here's a friendly stun and stagger.
And then I will
Judge him too. Fuck it.
probably universal weapon.
So
onto
you universal weapon Valkyrie,
Valkyrie.
because why not?
So I'll throw 5
Yeah.
dice at her.
She's already got
Right?
6 power, unless
Oh, it is
roll
6.
5
you
crits
want to
again.
just leave her there. So
Yeah, right. Just roll 5 crits again. It's all good.
Where's my
Not too
5
bad.
crits from last time?
he gets
Oh,
a
Black tip,
push,
so
but
she'll
it's
take
not
1.
going to help him.
Yeah.
She is now shocked,
And he lands a shock on her.
and I can push you.
She's just a field dressing
Chilling.
vessel right now.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of room to push you. I'm probably just gonna push you.
He's going to stand up and
right
get
in between these guys.
wrecked by
Oops.
Nebula probably anyway. So I don't think field dressing MODOK is going to
And
do much for him right now.
Well, I think Nebula's dead, right? Like
No,
dead,
no.
dead.
That's Ronan.
Well, he could kill Nebula. He can move Groot away. I mean, he's not going to survive. He just has to kill as much as he can, and he has to flip this meteor.
Yeah, the meteor flips the big one. because it makes him have to reposition and take less attack opportunity.
I'm like, why are they pinging? Oh, right, token.
I mean, he's in a really bad spot right now.
All right.
Attrition has just really gone against him.
He's had some absolutely brutal dice rolls this game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and CoffeyTime has hit every meteor he has rolled.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's missing.
So we learned a lot here tonight. Just roll good on meteors.
Yeah, just dice them.
Problem solved.
That's it. It's a real simple game when you break it down like that.
Thanks, Madden. Did I break a copyright?
There is no place to put this.
Why doesn't he pick that up with? I picked that up with Ronan, man.
I would as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think Ronan has no power.
No, he's. Oh, then I wouldn't pick it up. Again, I'm not having my screen far enough out.
Ronan did not have
so universal weapon.
Stupid.
So he did a Cree Justice at some point. So he Cree Justice for 1 damage.
Ow.
Don't want Valkyrie to get it.
That may be a little bit of overkill.
I think that's where it's got to go. That is Ronan.
All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? All right. Okay.
Just noticed that Todd muted the microphone before we went to the bathroom, so all the things that I said did not make it to the stream.
Yeah, I don't think I can quite fit.
So the hammer's essentially out of reach.
No, I can't quite fit.
Even if you picked it up, I don't think there's anything meaningful that Valkyrie's going to be able to do here. I mean, maybe
he's
try to kill Nebula.
He's got to get away, or he's got to field dress MODOK here, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing he's going to be able to do. But then, CoffeyTime gets an activation to just take the 1 health back off him.
No. He can activate, use field dressing,
right.
and activate MODOK.
You're right.
He's got to do that. He has no other choice because Valkyrie. I mean, she has a chance of not living past this.
I think I know how to do this. I think. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna activate Valkyrie.
He's got her pretty well cornered.
Well, no, sorry. I'm gonna do something else first. Beginning of my activation. I will.
Maybe he's gonna try to come back here, kill Nebula, and then
I need to
be out of range of everybody.
So Asgard still has control of the center points, right?
Correct.
So they're scoring 3. And how many hammers do they have left now? None?
None.
One on Thor. So they're going to be scoring 4 this time to 3 effectively right now. Man, that's a tight game. They're going to go into the next round tied if it stays this way.
Well, yeah, and I mean, CoffeyTime's got a huge advantage to flipping the meteors.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Coffee should just take the move to go try and flip the center console and be like, hell with it, go ahead and like raise MODOK?
Then I will charge.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is get the meteors, keep a hammer with Ronan, and keep Drax's hammer, and he wins the game.
Yeah.
Or pick up this hammer that's on the ground over here, and he wins the game.
Nebula?
At Nebula, yep. 5 dice physical.
He needs to stop trying to play attrition. He needs to just play scenario.
2 hits. Not ideal.
Because he's letting
Nebula gets 3 blocks.
Definitely letting him back
Asgard.
in.
Yeah, letting Asgard have a chance.
Well, this plan is.
She's kind of overlapping Nebula.
Oh,
just
yeah, you're right.
there,
I'm
too.
sorry.
All right.
You had plenty of room to get there.
Oh,
but
yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
That's really bad for me. I think I have to. No, that doesn't work the way I want it to. Shit. Yeah, we gotta do it this way. All right, I will strike you again.
Going for the
and
follow-up
I
strike, huh?
will use Warrior
Hiya.
of Legend.
With Warrior of Legend.
Same thing, 5 dice physical.
Desperate attempt to kill Nebula here.
Yep.
And Nebula's probably the least important target here.
Yeah.
I whiffed. So that's, well, yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
I
great.
think what
I
he's
do
trying
3
to
hits,
do is
actually, right? 2 + 1 for Warrior.
Keep
of
her
Legend.
from getting the counterattack into
It's 3
MODOK.
hits.
correct,
2
or
blocks.
make it where she can't kill Valkyrie,
She
so
gets
she
reroll
could
1
then
Yeah.
field dressing.
Yep.
But I mean, you gotta be scoring points too.
3
And,
blocks.
Yeah.
So
and Nebula's fine.
that'll be
Took
no
1
damage.
damage. No
Valkyrie's
damage.
done.
Took 0.
Valkyrie's done.
Yeah, that's probably the game. God
Right,
damn it.
so that's everybody, right? Thor's gone, MODOK's dazed, and Valkyrie's
Yep.
done.
And there was no
Yeah,
field
yep.
dressing.
I need to pick
Well-
up 1 hammer and flip
Well,
one
because he'll
side.
get a turn.
No,
he
he'll
gets
get
a
to do
turn.
it
then
on
gets
his
to swing.
turn.
That's the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, but if
I think they're calling
I
it.
needed to daze
Yeah.
her.
yeah, I mean it's pretty
If
pretty
I
close
daze
to
her,
over
I'm
at
in
this
this
point.
game.
Were you going to use the
But I
energy to
did-
field?
I
energy
guess
to
he
field
doesn't
dress?
see the field dressing.
If I was able to daze her, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I would have generated enough.
I mean,
yeah.
he's
Well,
got to remember
let's
he can miss these
do
meteor
This
rolls.
thing.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
do
still gotta
Drax
roll it.
first.
Oh, and because he paid for
Yep.
the charge, he doesn't even have the 4 for
Drax
field
is gonna
dressing, so he
move
needed to
in one of his
daze Nebula
sight.
here to get the power to be able to field
Oh.
dressing.
Yeah.
So that's not even a play he can
No,
make at
that-
this point.
that
So
doesn't
Coffee Time
work
could
the way
just
I want
get
it to.
Drax is gonna roll
5 points
3
he needs to
energy try
win.
flip
Yep.
this.
So Drax is rolling at least.
So this
Yep.
is game. Yeah, it's
He
game
got that one right there.
He still controls.
It's
the
already
one under Ronan,
game.
so that's game.
Yep.
Yeah, because he controls Ronan.
Star Lord is going to.
Star Lord double
I
moves, gets the hammer.
Might want to interrupt.
Okay.
I could still have an act.
So
Oh, no,
Valkyrie
never
did
mind.
2
I don't get
attacks
to-
and whiffed
So
on
he
both of
might
those.
It's over. The game's over.
Yeah.
Because you're scoring. You can literally just pass with the rest of your activations. Because
Wow.
you have 2 hammers.
No, I have.
Yeah, you're scoring 5. You have 2 hammers and you have 2 objectives, so you're scoring 5 and winning.
Right. I got to go pick up the second hammer. Right? Do I have a second hammer?
No,
Oh,
you have
Drax has one.
Drax.
Drax has one.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
sorry.
that's game.
Yeah, Drax is just
Does
chilling with one.
points matter for
I don't think
this
so.
finals league?
I don't think so.
Do we
Because
know
I-
if MOV
it
matters
did,
in the finals?
Star-Lord's gonna move
I
over
do
and
not
grab
think so. It's
that,
a win in
and I
advance.
think that's just one
Yeah,
extra
it
point.
doesn't
Yeah, so
matter. And
it's
I believe the
17
pairings
to-
are
It'll
random.
be
They're supposed to
17
be.
to 10.
I think Merzane wants to force them to take MOV into account because that's how he didn't make it in.
Well, no, I think he wants to change.
Yep.
I think the idea is
Dang,
more to
man.
make
Whew.
strength of schedule
That
a
was
thing than
swinging.
Then
a very
MOV.
swinging
Yeah.
game. If Thor does what Thor normally
That's
does, then
game.
I'd
That
say
gets
this
into
game's
16.
over early.
yeah.
I think he did a total of 4 damage the entire game.
In fact, he didn't even need to do that, right?
And
Oh, no, he did a
Even
couple
brutal.
more. to Groot, I
Merzane
guess,
said it at the
right?
beginning of the stream.
yeah, a little bit. But again,
What
it
did?
wasn't tremendous.
Yeah, like I said,
that
I
MOV
literally
sucks
think
and he
if
hates it.
any of those first 4 rolls are wild in it, irrespective of absolutely nothing else that's happening in this game,
right.
it's a completely different one because I can
I'm
force
gonna
you to
unmute.
brace.
Yeah, can we get them to
Right.
unmute
Oh,
I
us?
yes.
can almost guaranteed get Rocket Days,
I'm gonna
which
unmute them.
loses you a hammer. And like I don't really care about what Groot does.
Right.
You lose a hammer, you lose Rocket's ability to, in theory, do a bunch of damage, and then I'm getting to activate first. You can probably like take Rocket off the table for good the next turn,
Right.
and then probably also simultaneously daze
We're
Groot.
working on having the
sorry,
players
they wanted
unmute
us
us
to
so we could
unmute
have a
them.
little post-game interview.
Mute.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hold on, I'm getting all the people unmuted.
So
many of you. Sooner. All right, I think I can hear you guys all.
I think
Hey,
we have everybody.
that was a solid game to watch.
Whew. It was
Wasn't the prettiest.
No,
There was some amazing Thor rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just brutal.
I threw away Hela. Like, yeah, he cranked one roll, but like I played her so poorly.
Well, I don't want to kill Hela first. Like that is nowhere on my list of like goals.
I could have kept her. I could have kept her alive even longer.
Well, I think when you're that wide against anything that's 4 wide, anything you can take down first is good, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, the fact that you were the first one to KO something was huge, right? Like that cuts my activations by 25. Whereas if you lose like something random, it doesn't really matter. And then
normally my goal is to judge MODOK or Thor, and then I'm gonna try to kill that person. And like Hela was just too much to pass up. I got a big Nebula popped off on her early, and
yeah, so I thought I had a decent shot at dazing both Rocket and Groot.
Oh yeah,
on one of those turns, which meant that I would have been able to get a third soul token on her.
Right.
Which like massively changes it because you had to use like all of your you had to put multiple additional activations if she can just like reset herself on 4 health and then have MODOK and her go and be able to like just reset that chain. Like that was the idea. That's why I didn't mind like putting her up there because I knew she was going to be under pressure and I was able to push everything to that side. But at a minimum, I know I'm banking on a wild, which you can't do obviously, but like going with it's like
4 rolls worth. You should have had a wild. Winter Thorn.
Yeah, well, so
6 dice.
Yeah, on turn 2, that first oh my god, I only rolled 5 dice on the last Thor strike. Oh well. But yeah, so plus on the first turn I had 2 choices. The first was try and just nuke Ronan off the just daze him off the bat with MODOK.
Just you neutered his power pretty hard.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I don't really need to do it. Like, I can't guarantee it, so it is what it is. But yeah, if I had been able to get that first wild and done I needed to if I get a wild and was able to deal 1 more damage because I also whiffed pretty hard on the damage rolls, then I can probably either come close to or get Rocket off the table or dazed on turn 1. Because I can throw Groot into him and then Strongest Avenger.
Right. I fully expected you to daze the I
didn't think I could get Groot just because he's 4 physical defense.
Right.
But I don't really care that much about Groot. Like the root's annoying, but I have the Asgard affiliation. It's more because Rocket's carrying a hammer. And
Deadly Duo is a thing.
Right, and the Deadly Duo play, and just the fact that he's able to put out 2, strength 6 shots a turn from range 5 is really good.
So we've got some questions for you guys before we wrap up the stream.
Sure.
The big one I want to ask is for the 2 of you, what was your mindset going into the game when you posted up 6 characters versus 4? So you're playing quantity versus quality.
Well, my focus going into the game is I'm going to let you come to me and I'm going to get bloodied. Me moving Ronan off to the side is terrible. I never play like that. And me moving him over to that side was a big mistake. He was power starved. I usually like him in the middle, taking hits, getting power and judging people. But Ronan does so much more for me normally. I was going to let Drax go off with either Hela or Thor. I thought you might swing Thor out wide and swing Valkyrie out wide and then throw, whoever you've got, the MODOK and somebody else in the middle. And I was going to let Drax just do Drax things. Drax likes to go one-on-one and just go last and throw people off the point. Kind of what you did to me turn 1 is what Drax normally likes to do. And he's pretty beefy. So, but then when I saw how you laid out, and you put MODOK over on this side a little bit, I was going to leave Drax by himself, and I was going to push everybody over here. If Nebula doesn't pop off pretty hard on Hela turn 1, I probably don't. I probably focus Thor, but Hela is just too much to turn away from because she didn't have any soul tokens yet. I mean, it was prime time to kill her. I couldn't not. And
Yeah.
I thought my play of getting Rocket to do the freaking deadly duo was awesome until his dice literally went kaput. So I probably might have started off with, I should have started off maybe with MODOK on the deadly duo or the first fire. But MODOK's just such a bitch to play against because I would have thrown all wilds and done no damage to MODOK probably. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the what's it called? Nebula just going and obliterating Hela was a big swing before she even got a chance to activate. Because
then when you bring MODOK over there, like you have to focus on Nebula, and it sucks to use MODOK to focus on a 2-point character. But if you don't, she's gonna do work. And I activated her much earlier than I normally do, just for fear that you were gonna blow her off the table if I didn't.
Yeah, Nebula punches so far above her weight class. Her 2 points is like, if you're playing Guardians or something that wants to go wide, like she's almost an auto include.
Yeah. No, I mean she did a lot of work, and like some of that was like a crank roll, but still it just put it under pressure. Like even as long as I get to activate, because she came up and like who was it? Star-Lord had a really good roll against Hela like on turn 1, forcing me to use patch up earlier than I wanted to.
And then you had to use Odin. Didn't you use Odin on Hela too? Like you
I
had to use patch up. She still like one-shot me through because she rolled like 7 or 8 successes with the shock assault thing.
Right.
Yeah, and forced me to Odin's Blessing, and then rolled like 5 or 6 successes on just a sword strike, which was a huge deal. Where if she's not able to do that, and like even if she's left on 1, I don't care if she's dazed, she then gets to activate next and gets a ton of work done. Like she probably can't daze Ronan, but I don't know that I care, because I can probably get her dazed, get Nebula dazed. I have like a 50-50 shot basically to flip the objective back, which is a big deal because she has 4 energy defense, and that's an additional attack that's got to go into her.
So my next question for you guys is early on in the game, right about round 2, a lot of dice went really cold.
Oh my god.
What was your strategy adjustment at that point? Because I know like Thor was hoping to get, something in and he didn't, and then Rocket was hoping to get something in and he didn't, and then you get hit with this disarm. So like both sides were dealing with trying to execute a strategy and just coming up short. So how do you adjust for that? Because realistically the game was pretty tight. Like you guys went into round 4 a point apart, which is nuts.
Right. You go first on that one.
I mean, it's it's contextual, right? It depends on the circumstance. In this case, thinking back on it, like one, that's going to happen sometimes, right? Like it happens. Dice go cold, stuff goes down, right? But I think I could have probably like turtled up a little bit more and tried to play a little harder for scenario.
Yeah.
Just put stuff on points so that you can't walk up and flip it for free. Because like giving up the point, like I kind of tunnel visioned a little in on like trying to make the plan work, and like gave up. The actually maybe the real turning point in the game was the Drax flip. When he flipped the far right hand origin bomb.
Yeah, that was massive. With Valkyrie sitting there. That was pretty huge.
That was an impactful turn.
Massive. Like because I'm sitting here going, okay, well I lost the hammer, but I have priority still. Like if I'm able to score 3, I can stay ahead. I'm up by I can stay ahead. That puts me to like 9 points. And I'm still on track because I'm doing okay on attrition. And then it flipped, and now all of a sudden I'm behind the 8 ball.
See,
that was a big point.
That was huge because I think I could have I might have had a move left with Groot to move up and try to flip the middle point, but that would have just thrown like everything, I think, off.
So you would have had to burn crew. No, you couldn't have done it because you would burn crew of the Milano already. at that point. I think.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, if he wouldn't have flipped it with Drax, it would have been his.
Yeah, the middle point, because that was the turn. I believe that was the same turn. No, that was turn 3. So yeah, you could.
I think I still had. I don't think I used that on Ronan yet. I don't know. Maybe I did, but I was looking at that like if Drax doesn't get it, then I've got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a mess.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't try and flip all 3, because if you flip all 3, that puts him in a situation where he has to actually go back and take one, and makes him waste actions to get there, right? Like,
yeah.
And at that point,
my
Hela
question
was dead, so you've only got 3 movers.
Yeah, this is sooner, guys. Congratulations, first of all, both of y'all for making it to top 16. But
hell yeah.
My question is for Coffee. So whenever it was round 3 and you had Star-Lord disarmed,
yeah,
and did you think at all to double move and just flip the middle?
Yeah, I thought
scenario?
about that. I thought about that, but I thought if I can get 1 damage and set up and flip Groot, then I've got an activation out of Groot, and I've got the deadly duo with Rocket. And then if that failed, I potentially had Rocket that could double move over there, which I didn't want to do, but that was
Rocket had 0 power on him, I think.
Rocket had no power after the duo.
Because I think you gave him an out into the game, because if you flip that middle objective, at that point it would have put you up 14-7, and there's no coming back.
Well, Rocket had the power, because Rocket wouldn't have been able to deadly duo. If Star-Lord doesn't get his damage, Star-Lord can't flip or field dressing Groot. Rocket had the power to spend. He had two
0 power that turn, right? Because he just barely got.
He had attack to use deadly duo.
Right. Well, I had to get 1 power. He had 2 power, but he had a hammer, so I needed a 3rd power to deadly duo. So he was sitting on 2. Star-Lord was sitting on 3 and needed a power to field dress.
He had 1 at the start of the activation, I think.
No.
Because his first shot that dazed Valkyrie, and then he needed 1 more with the second shot, and he did 1 damage to MODOK, I thought.
No.
Is that not?
I was just curious if you had looked at that, and because with him being disarmed, only rolling 3 dice, I mean, odds are he's not even going to do a damage to get that 1 power.
Right.
The issue, that was a big thing. The issue with that is Rocket probably doesn't also get to deadly duo, which, admittedly, given how cold the dice went, didn't really matter, but in theory was a pretty big deal that he wouldn't have gotten to do it. So it was a risk, and it definitely paid off, I think. But
you played well. I didn't think Guardians was going to have as good of a chance, and I thought Asgard had the advantage going in.
See, I hate playing Asgard, and I hate playing MODOK, and so your list is literally my least favorite. So when you got Thor nestled in here between them, I was just like, well, they're done. Maybe Groot gets to or I am Groot on the Thor at some point in the game, but outside of that, I figured Rocket was done for. So then my focus was trying to take MODOK and Hela out. But like I said, Thor went cold. Rocket and Groot didn't do much in response to that, but.
So
dude, I'll take my Rocket back. I mean, I'm sorry, I'll take my Thor back from you, so you don't have to deal with that anymore.
The other thing that I think about I could have done, which actually might have been smart, is I could have just pushed all of my stuff right.
Yeah.
I could have just double walked MODOK. Thor does the same thing he does, basically, where I maybe even seeing how you deploy, I activate Valkyrie first.
Right.
She just runs up, flips the bomb, picks up the hammer on the right-hand side, and I just give you
I thought that's what you were going to do, honestly, because when you activated Hela first, I was actually kind of glad, because Hela with the hammer doesn't scare me as much as Valkyrie with the hammer does. And then I'm still probably going to go over here and try to fight and leave Drax to just kind of throw you. Now, when you threw Drax off that point, I was not expecting that, because I was hoping you might attack me, because Drax loves to get attacked and then hit you back. But when you just threw me off that point, that really.
Yeah, we laughed about that, because it was
not going to
perpetual
anything if I don't have to actually put an attack in.
Yeah,
we commented on the
zone.
stream. We commented on the stream about that, about how you kind of actually played into Guardians' strategy. Instead of just kind of holding your points, you kind of went after them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they needed, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a bad habit sometimes of doing that because like
I still felt power starved. I mean, even though like I felt like I had no power this game. I don't know. Maybe I did, but I just
roles were really weird this game.
Oh, they were messed up.
So my last question was at the bottom of round 4 with Valkyrie, why you didn't field dressing MODOK?
At the bottom of round 4?
Yeah. So like when you activated Valkyrie, you charged, and we were all kind of wondering why you didn't just move naturally, field dressing, and then maybe throw a single attack into.
No. Why didn't you? No,
I thought you field dress and activate MODOK immediately.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or that too. Yeah.
I don't think that play wins me the game.
Oh, okay.
Is my concern. So he is shocked and stunned.
Yeah.
Right. He's still got Drax, who's going to flip an origin bomb. Groot, and Star-Lord, and Nebula left to activate. So what I can do, especially because of where I'm positioned, I think my thought process being that if I thought I had to take a calculated risk, and if I can get Nebula off the board and survive an attempt to daze Valkyrie and be sitting on 4 power, then MODOK gets to go, and he's got exactly enough power to walk whichever model to walk like Ronan off the point, or Ronan off the point, walk over, potentially pick up a hammer and try and flip the origin bomb.
Yeah.
Which isn't a guarantee by any means, but I think that gives me a chance to win like then and there this turn.
That was your best out.
Exactly. I don't think it was likely, but I think I had to take that calculated risk because just immediately activating a staggered MODOK, it's like, okay, I walk a couple of things, I put one psionic blast into something and hope I crank the dice on a 5-dice psionic blast and have enough power to like flip the origin bomb. It's not great.
Yeah, I think you played to your best out in that position. And like that, I feel like that was the right call there too, because we were looking at that as well. It's like he's got to get Nebula out of the way.
And yeah, because that's an extra activation because you had 2, you would have had 3 activations left. So then it's activate Groot or activate
Star-Lord would have probably shot into you twice.
Right. And so again, I have to take a risk, but there's a chance because he doesn't have a lot of power and it's only a 5-dice shot. There's a chance that Star-Lord doesn't do it. At which point I then can walk Ronan away, walk over and pick up the hammer, and then try and flip the bomb, and walk myself away from Groot. So Groot has to do the same play he did the turn before, which is a walk into strike. Which
right, and he also has to commit to a double attack to Valkyrie to make sure she's gone.
Right. And
which means he stays out of range and doesn't get to fuck with another point. So like that was absolutely, I think, your best out at that point.
Yep. And then it's borderline, and so then it becomes reliant on, can I flip an origin bomb with a double walk from Groot? So it's either I try and take MODOK off the board with 1 attack, or I can double walk with Groot, or I guess it's borderline if. Actually, we have it up. Could you get to if MODOK's like right here, right? And picked up the hammer, can you? I think you can, right? You can get to.
You would probably have to be right where Ronan's at to pick up the hammer, because I think Star-Lord landed like right on it.
Yeah, because MODOK could be like back. So let's say commits to that. MODOK goes here. MODOK goes here. Right. So yeah, you walk here, have a strike, and even then, like, if you daze, yes, I lose the hammer, but then it's a 50-50 to flip the bomb.
Right.
And
yeah, you're right.
Right. And like,
here's what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were just going to activate MODOK, like field dress right there, activate MODOK, move Ronan away, flip get the hammer, and then I have to kill Valkyrie with my next action. I thought, to keep her from going and doing things, and without her having an objective token, like Nebula is not a guarantee to do 4 damage onto Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And neither is Star-Lord with no energy, and neither is Groot. So that was my fear, is that you just march MODOK over here, get two VPs worth of points off of this site and off of the hammer. And I'm eventually going to kill him, yes, but I really thought Valkyrie might get another activation after I potentially fail to kill her with one of those 2 guys.
Yeah, but you went into the turn ahead on points too.
Yeah.
So like I just at that stage, like I probably would wind up ending the turn ahead on attrition. But like literally, like just the fact that you've got Drax all the way on the other side of the board holding a hammer.
Right.
Like you just need to like let the game go another turn or 2. And yeah, I'll probably end up getting pretty damn far ahead on attrition. Like on the next turn, but I have a hard time stopping you from scoring those last couple points that you need to score. I think spending the 1 on MODOK to heal him was a mistake.
Yeah.
That wasn't smart. Just because like odds are like whatever.
That forced me to use Ronan.
I forgot you had the 4 power. I didn't think you had 4 power.
That forced me to use Ronan against him.
So, Sooner and Todd, do you guys have any last questions before we get on out of here?
No, man. I think
Chris,
these guys have covered most of it for me. Sooner, do you have anything?
No, man. I think it was a well played game, and congrats to the win for Coffee.
Yeah, man.
I have a question.
Congrats, man.
You have a question?
I actually have an interview question for that piece of terrain over by
Oh my god.
And Drax. My question is, why are you such a piece of shit? And you make everything more difficult. Nobody likes you.
And part of the reason I was so mad that you didn't attack Drax, because I wanted to throw that terrain as quickly as I could possibly.
I know. I know, because you're like, okay, I guess we'll play it that way. I'm like, sure, fine. I'm like, well, that's mildly annoying. Wander over there. I'm like, wait, this is great. It's a size 3 piece of terrain. I can literally just sit Valkyrie behind there, which means you have to commit to walking up and making a strike with Drax.
Like we were trying to figure out how that thing worked while you guys were trying to figure out how that thing worked, and I think everybody hated it.
Yeah, I still think that the easiest way to play it is just that circular base.
That's what we said as well.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So, I've always played it from a top down, so I didn't know.
I just think it becomes so. I think too, it's worth thinking about, right? Like on the actual tabletop, like physical tabletop.
Right.
I feel like 99 times out of 100, you're going to play it just as the base.
To the base.
Right. Because, you know, in TTS, one of the things that's great is we can get directly like over top down.
Yeah. Your shadow also always stays the same on TTS.
Yep. But like literally as you're trying to lean over it, like in, you know, your LGS or your friend, like, you know,
Total access game.
The light's going to change to tell you where it is. So
see what I did there? I did.
Well, thank you guys for letting us stream with you. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Coffee for winning.
Thank you for streaming.
I do need to say one thing, Coffee. You now, no pressure, but you need to win the whole thing.
To make Guardians represent?
Well, also because I lost to you in round 16, so it, you know, makes me feel better.
Sure.
So no pressure, but you have to win the whole thing.
You got to go through Sooner and his Guardians, though. Could be a Guardians on Guardians final.
I don't.
I'm liking what I'm hearing.
I would love to see that.
I feel like Guardians on Guardians comes down to whose rocket goes off harder.
I feel like it's dice at that point. It's not even.
Let's just play Yahtzee.
Yeah, it's just.
All right, I'll roll 10 dice. You'll roll 10 dice. Whoever gets more crits wins.
Yeah, that's an easy night. All right, stream. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. What happened? Are we done?
No. They were talking about if it's Guardians versus Guardians, they'll roll 10 dice. Whoever has the most crits just wins. I'm like, that's fine.
Oh God, I lose. Don't ask me to roll for anyone.
But good game, guys.
Yeah, man. Good game.
Stream it.
That was a good one.
Thank y'all.
All right, well, that's pretty much the end of this stream. So as we wrap it up, definitely want to shout out once again CoffeyTime and Failsafe for a top-notch game. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Thanks to Todd, Chris, and Sooner for excellent commentary. Did you guys have fun watching this game?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about excellent. I was here. But yeah, it was a good time. Like, it was a fun game to watch. Like, it was super sketch because like we didn't know if Guardians was going to be enough to punch through Asgard's good defense and all of its good tactic cards. Came out on top. Like, it was fun to watch, man.
A lot of highs and lows, man. Brutal dice rolls. Some just straight up kill shots. There's a lot going on. I like that game.
Yeah, it was.
We should do that here.
It was solid.
We'll play games?
Yeah, and I'll kill you.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. Okay. Well, before Todd commits a felony, we're going to get on out of here. So thank you, everyone, for watching. If you're listening on YouTube in the future, we appreciate you. Check out the podcast. We're writing articles. We're streaming all the time. We've got a game tomorrow with Sooner. He is also going to be playing Guardian, so we get Guardian on Guardian back-to-back action. Oof. So it's going to be a lot of fun seeing all these games played. But I want to say a big thank you to every single person who participated in the TTS League. Thank you to Dizzard, Gronko, Llama, and their entire team for putting this together and running such an excellent event. It has been a lot of fun. Best of luck to every participant. We're excited to see how everything pans out. And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Wait, I got one shout out.
All right, shout out. What you got?
I just want to thank AMG for making an awesome game.
Oh, come on.
And say, God damn it, Will Pagani and Stick. Why is Peter not the leader of the
not again?
All right. Well, we're gonna get off this soapbox because Todd needs to go home. So we'll see.
He's reached that stage.
I gotta go.
Yeah. He's become old man, Todd. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Definitely follow the Twitch channel because we are gonna be streaming a lot more content these next coming weeks, and you don't want to miss out. So we'll see y'all later.